Okay, let's run.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it.
It's a quest. It's a quest for fun.
Well, The Rock says, why don't we just cut right to the chase?
Okay, now he wants to get together. Well, he wants to talk.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to tell all your friends about me.
It's showtime, folks!
What are you?
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to And I Quote. This is a celebration of a milestone. We have reached over 1,000 subscribers on this very YouTube channel that you may be watching or listening to right now. And I Quote channel has reached over 1,000 subscribers. We are here to celebrate that milestone with some really good friends. We're going to share some memories here. We're also going to be sharing our plans for the future of this channel, and we're also going to be revealing the winners of some giveaways that you, who may be watching this on the live stream right now, are going to be eligible to win. Put your name in there, make a comment, whatever it is, your name is going to get entered, and we're going to put it on the wheel of fate. We're going to spin that wheel a little bit later on in the show, and you are going to be eligible to win some fabulous prizes. But the only way you're going to be entered to win is if you put either your name in the chat or just make a comment during this live stream. So feel free to do that right now or do it during the course of this show, during the live stream. Don't forget to like and share this video with all of your closest friends. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel because you're going to like the way you look after subscribing to this channel. We guarantee it. I am your host, Ryan of And I Quote channel. We're so excited to be celebrating this milestone with you, but I am not alone. You can't have a party without some special guests, and we have a great roster. Great roster. I could not be any happier with the roster of guests we have for you here tonight. So joining us, first of all, is a man who has been on several of our programs. He has done a lot for us behind the scenes and has seduced me into doing certain watch-alongs that I didn't really want to do in the beginning, but I ended up coming around in the end. Please welcome the Dutch Star Wars guy who is strong with the Force, and the Force is with him. At least I think it is, or maybe I'm wrong. Please welcome Case to the stage. Case, how are you, sir? You're muted, by the way. I know. Don't you just hate it when that happens?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
How are you?
Yes, I'm good. Happy to be here. Happy to be celebrating 1,000 subscribers with you guys. Only a few months after I joined and helped you out, but I think it helped out for the better because we're at 1,000 subscribers, so that's good.
And it feels good. Feels good to accomplish goals. It really does. And we thank you for being a part of that, being instrumental in that. Also joining us on this celebration, I should say, is Tim, the Toolman Taylor. No, I'm kidding. Just Tim Smith is here. Tim, you're muted, by the way.
Yeah.
There you are. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. It is great to be here. Congratulations again on 1,000 subscribers. Now starts the road for 2,000 and more. But it's good to be here, and as being here with a lot of these watch-alongs that we've done, they've been fun. I've loved the programming, so it's a good night to celebrate a good achievement.
Certainly is. And we thank you for being with us here, Tim. Also joining us is someone who is no stranger to the world of geekdom, nerdom, fandom, any of those kind of words. I mean, heck, the guy owns a shop that celebrates all things fandom and then some, if I do say so myself. Please welcome the Prime Fanatic himself. George Bueller's in the building tonight. Hello, George. How are you, good sir?
Good evening, everybody, and happy Friday. And congratulations, dude. 1,000 people, man. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. We thank you so much for being with us. Also joining us on this celebration is someone who's built like a man of steel. And he's got a lot of subscribers on his channel himself. He's giving us a run for our money. How dare you, sir? No, I'm just kidding. Please welcome Super Chris Jones to the stage. What up, Super Luke? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, thank you, man, for having me again. Congratulations. Happy Friday. Happy 1,000, man. That's amazing. It's it's huge, man. Very well deserved, man. You deserve it, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that coming from you, who's got like so many subscribers. It makes me jealous. But it's all right. We'll get there. It just takes time. Everything takes time. Nothing was built in a day. So congratulations on your success and everything that you're doing. And by the way, congratulations on your newest hobby of collecting Funko Pops. George Bueller knows a thing or two.
Thank you. Thank you, man. Yeah, no, I got my favorite here is Big Soups, man. I got him right here.
Oh my gosh, look at the size of that thing. Cut the chat.
Yeah, dude. I just got him the other day. There's a guy here locally that's getting rid of a lot of them, and I just every week I'm trying to get at least one or two. And oh man, it's been. And again, I've never been a collector, so I admire all of you guys because I see all the stuff in the background. And Ryan, I know you have a lot of stuff, man. And man, I should have done this a long time ago.
Yeah, hey, listen, it's never too early or too late to join the fun house.
There you go.
Everyone in this room has collectibles. Everyone in this studio does, and we'll get to some of those other individuals here in a moment. Yes, George, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, but we're in apparently Ryan's palatial estate there. It's a fancy grand piano back there,
Thank
sir.
you. Yeah. A nice place over here in the Palisades.
Yeah, you look like you're living the life, man.
I know. I'm living a great life. Yeah, it's great.
I mean, tickle the ivories there. That's nice. Yeah.
It is, isn't it? Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's on the other side.
Yeah. Or on the other side. Yeah, sorry. I'm looking in the opposite direction. Everything's opposite of me. It's like the Twilight Zone.
He just moved in, folks. He's still getting used to it.
Yeah, I just moved into this mansion, this house. It's going to take a lot to get used to, man. I got to put up my Star Wars posters.
I didn't know you could play piano.
Yeah, my parents took me to. No, they didn't. They didn't take me to a piano teacher.
You got to do what happens when you reach 1,000 subscribers, and then you got the palace.
Chris got a point, man. Dude, those white carpets though are going to be a pain to keep clean, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some extra cleaning supplies at the store.
Yeah. Get you some OxyClean, buddy.
Thank you, OxyClean. Anyway, don't get me started on those PSAs. Also joining us in the studio, good lord, is Austin316 is here. What up, Austin? How are you?
Good, man. Happy 1,000 subscribers. Happy WrestleMania weekend to everybody out there enjoying some wrestling this weekend. It's a good time to be a wrestling fan. But no, we're here to have a good time, and thanks for having me. I've had a good time doing all the watch-alongs and whatnot here on the channel, and hopefully providing some entertainment out there.
We appreciate you being here. Speaking of whatnot, don't forget to tune into Clobbering Comics whatnot sales. They got some really good stuff coming up really soon. Also joining us on these festivities, please welcome a very special guest. This person is a leader. She is a wonderful person. She's from the great city of Philadelphia, from PA, which is housing WrestleMania weekend. Please welcome who's the center of attention in PA. Melanie is here. Hello, Melanie. How are you?
Please don't make me the center of attention.
No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but you are in the middle of WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm really happy to be here. I'm really proud of the channel. I'm proud of you, Ryan. It's so cool that you hit 1,000 subscribers. So yeah.
Yeah, we thank you. I appreciate that. And we thank you for being here. And congratulations on all your wonderful success that you have now and the success you're going to have in the future. We just know it because you're awesome. Anyway, also she is. Come on, she's awesome. Anyway, also joining us is someone who is very familiar with fandom. He's also familiar with the mystical or the dark arts, where things get really dark and disturbing in his novels. Please welcome indie writer extraordinaire David Mimamina is in the building after all this time. Hello, David, sir. How are you?
Wow, what an introduction. I'm doing really well. We actually had some earthquakes in New York and in New Jersey, and I'm only thinking it happened because the earth was trembling in fear of how successful you've been. Now you have 1,000 subscribers. God knows what's next for you. Earth is shaking over here, man. Calm it down. That's
awesome, man.
Oh, jeez. Wow. So it's my fault. Because in the beginning of this situation that happened, everyone was blaming The Rock for the earthquake. It's all The Rock's fault, but maybe it's mine.
It's his fault. The final boss arrived in the Northeast, and now the earth is shaking in his presence. You know?
Oh gosh, man. Yeah, I saw some video footage of the situation that broke down with the earthquake. People's house, a little bit of people's houses were shaking. Some pictures fell off the walls. Dogs were jumping on couches. Like, man, they were losing their minds at times. Anyway. Aside from earthquakes, and by the way, we hope everyone is safe and sound, and just with that unfortunate situation that did happen, I hope everyone is safe. Let's be perfectly honest. But outside of that craziness, there was an earthquake that was caused by either The Rock arriving in Philly, or maybe some other weird stuff was going on. I don't know. I wasn't there. Maybe it was Gozer coming back. It may have been. I mean, who knows, dude? Maybe the Keymaster and the Gatekeeper got together. Something happened and got nuts, and yeah, maybe it was that. But hey. We're not here to talk about the return of Gozer because that already happened. It's called Ghostbusters Afterlife. Look it up. Good movie, too. We're going to be celebrating 1,000 subscribers. We've got so many great people here tonight, and we thank you for tuning in. We thank you for being a part of this. Don't forget to like and share this with everyone you know. If you want to be entered in the giveaways, just drop a comment in the chat. I already see a few people in there now. Diane, good to see you. She says, congratulations on reaching 1,000 subscribers. Thank you, Diane. Appreciate you. And just remember, Diane, go NC State Wolfpack. That's right. That's all I'm going to say. Because I know what kind of fan you are of a certain team that we don't talk about, Diane, but they didn't make it, did they? They didn't make it to the Final Four, so get out of here. Anyway, sorry, a little bit of a sports itch I just had to scratch there for a second.
Yeah, you've gone all in on the sports ball recently, haven't you?
It's so weird, which we're going to get to a little bit later on. We are going to get to that a little bit later on. But I want to focus on the here and now. So I want to share with you, before I turn things over to our panelists, because I do want to give them the opportunity to share a few things as well. So once again, thank you for helping us reach 1,000 subscribers. We could not have done this without any of the people on this stage and without any of the people who have subscribed, liked, commented, or shared our videos. We appreciate every single one of you. Some of the favorite moments that stand out, at least for me, being a part of this. I remember when Steve, Diane, you're doing this. You can't have it both ways, okay? Because your other team didn't make it to the Final Four. The NC State Wolfpack made it, but not the other team that I won't say on national television. But she says, go Wolfpack and go
Blue Devils?
Some other team I don't know about. I don't know about that. They didn't know. Get out of here. We don't talk about that team ever. Anyway, Brian says, yo, congratulations on this awesome achievement. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate you, man. Hope to see you in the studio later tonight if you're available. Anyway, sorry. Once again, the sports itches are just, I gotta scratch these things off. Jeez. Anyway.
There's cream for that.
Thank you. Yes, I will buy that at the store first thing tomorrow morning. Anyway, hey, not too early. I sleep in Saturdays. McFly, your shoes untied. Anyway. So some of my favorite memories of doing this channel as far as Anti-Quote channel goes. Now, for those of you who may not be familiar with some of the history and some of the things that have happened, originally we were known as Nerd Culture, and there was a team of 5 or 6 of us at the time. And I want to take this opportunity to thank Caroline, Ruth, Greg, Travis, and Nick. I want to thank all of you for being a part of this from the very beginning. Nick came in a little bit later on in the game, but he's still a part of the family, and we all still talk to each other. We're also in communications with each other, which is great. So thank you to all of you for recruiting me to be a part of this channel in the beginning when it was Nerd Culture Channel. When we first started, we had our own individual playlists that we were responsible for. The one I was in charge of at the time, and still to this day, is Nerd Culture Interviews. Because I said, Ryan, you love pop culture. You can quote movies better than anybody. Why don't you just interview people? Give that a shot. I said, okay, I'm open to that. And I reached out to people, and I started making connections here and there. And sure enough, our first interview we ever did, and you can find this. This is on our YouTube channel as well. First interview we ever did for Nerd Culture Interviews was accomplished actor William Sadler. William Sadler has been in some of the biggest movies of all time. This guy has been in Bill and Ted 2 and 3. He's been in the Shawshank Redemption, which turns 30, by the way, later this year, Case, if I'm not mistaken. So
it does. It's on the schedule.
Which we're going to be celebrating that, Case. It is going to happen. He's been in that. He has made guest appearances on hit television series such as the Hawaii Five-0 reboot, The Blacklist with James freaking Spader. I mean,
don't you forget him doing? Don't forget doing naked yoga in Die Hard 2. Okay, all right. All right. Oh, don't you? In the same year, he did naked yoga in Die Hard 2 and was taken to the blood bank by Steven Seagal in Hard to Kill. Okay, so 2 iconic villains. All right.
Which, by the way, I want to make this a known fact to the people who are watching or listening to this right now. Not only have I seen Die Hard 2 a couple of times already within the last few years, because I rewatched it recently, and I have a newfound appreciation for Die Hard 2. But the other thing I realized here, Austin, is that it's Hard to Kill, right? That's the name of the movie.
Hard to Kill is
that's a fun movie, dude. Seriously, when he looks directly into the camera and he says, "I'm going to take you to the bank, Senator Trent, to the blood bank." I'm like, yeah. cheesy action dude line right there.
Anticipation of death is worse than death itself.
It is. And by the way, Hard to Kill is one of, he didn't do much, but I'm just saying Hard to Kill is one of my favorite Steven Seagal movies. So just throwing that out there. And yes, Austin, I've seen Under Siege. Okay. I've seen Under Siege. I've seen the movie. It's good. It's not.
And Bill Sadler's also one of the easily swayed gentlemen in the supermarket in The Mist. Expiation! Yeah. I was just watching that again the other night, and boy, does he buy into that nonsense real quickly after he takes a little trip to the pharmacy.
Good Lord.
So, yeah.
But yeah, William Sadler was the first interview we ever did. So talk about starting out your playlist with a bang. Honestly,
Very cool.
That was a good 15-minute interview, and yes, that interview is still on our channel, which you can watch after this program. But yeah, that's definitely one of the things that stands out to me. Just some of the interviews we've had over the years have been great. We've interviewed people such as Ron Wasserman, who composed our favorite theme songs when we were kids, whether it's DBZ, Power Rangers, X-Men 92, just so many. He was a great guest. We've had people on such as David Fielding, who portrayed the character of Zordon on Power Rangers in the early season of the show, which was great. That was a huge honor. Great stuff. David Fielding, thank you for being here. That was so much fun. I mean, just we've had so many great moments. It's hard to pick, it's hard to pick favorites because everything has been just so much fun, and it's been a learning experience too for us during these proceedings. I mean, we've interviewed so many great people. We've had so many great discussions, but I just want to thank everyone who made this possible from the beginning and the people who recruited me and brought me into this fold. I am so happy. And then they also said, hey, we're going to move on to other stuff, but if you want to keep running this channel, you're more than welcome to do so. They basically gave me the keys to the castle, and I ran with it. And look where we are now. All these years later, look where we are. And just, it's been a wild ride. It's been a great ride. I'm so grateful for everyone who has made this possible. Whether you recruited me, you worked with us behind the scenes, you helped me improve my interview game, whatever it may have been. And it's really been a blast. So that just the interviews and the discussions. I mean, it's hard to name just one discussion because Lord knows we've had billions of discussions on this channel. But those are some of the things that stand out for me. Now, I'm going to turn things over to our panelists here in just a moment, but I want to let you know that if you are watching this is our 1,000 subscribers celebration. Don't forget to like and share this. If you're watching this live, leave us a comment. We're going to add your name to the Wheel of Destiny. We're going to spin that wheel a little bit later on, and we're going to have some special giveaways that you, our incredible fans or subscribers, are eligible to win, such as comics, digital comics, I should say, and some 11x17 posters. So keep commenting, keep sharing, get more people in the chat. Love to hear from you. If you have any favorite memories or questions about us, questions about some of our favorite memories or whatever, questions about what kind of Funko Pops Chris is going to add to his mantle in the backstage area, let us know in the comments. Let us know in chat, because Lord knows he's maybe got like a dozen or so now, and now he's going to get more and more and more. And George is going to be like, yeah, brother, that's how you do it. So let us know. More than happy to take the to come in. Good Lord. More people here in the chat. Diane says, Ryan, you are my favorite nerd. Oh, you're so kind. Thanks.
Yeah, you're still a nerd.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to quit being that, but I'm just saying, things happen. Philip Miller's here. He says, I have a pillow with the photo of Ryan. And what? Excuse me, Philip? Excuse me? A baking powder? What? Okay. That's weird. Thanks, Philip, for making me feel awkward in the middle of the studio. That's great.
It would be really cool if it's one of those like sequin pillows, like you like it's like one pattern, then you rub it, and then like it turns into something else, and then like you it reveals it's your face.
That's even better. That's even better. That's honestly, goodness gracious, that's even better. Diane is asking, what year did we start? We started in 2020, early 2020, so it was right in the middle of the pandemic, the lockdown. That's when we started, and we started putting out as many videos as we could because everyone was locked in their homes. We couldn't really go anywhere at the time. So, yeah, that's pretty much when we started. Phil Miller says it was a nerd culture pillow that he was referring to earlier. Oh, I know what pillow you're talking about now, Philip. Sorry. Boy, that got awkward. But yes, Philip, I know what you're talking about when it comes to furniture. Anyway, I want to turn things over to our panelists and see if they have any favorite memories of either watching our content or maybe some of the discussions they've had a chance to participate in, some of the shows and all that jazz. So, Case, I'm going to turn things over to you first because Lord knows you got more collectibles than the average human being in that background, which is incredibly insane, by the way. I don't understand.
Yeah, it's going to be more. I have way more in my,
you do.
My apartment.
Yeah, in the words of Jaws, you're going to need a bigger boat.
I am, and I'm not thinking of moving anytime soon, so that's an issue because I'm taking up so much space. Yeah, there's that. So I'm just supposed to share.
Sure, yeah. Any favorite memories that stand out to you from some of the content we've put out or some of the discussions you've been a part of?
Yeah. Well, I haven't been a part of your channel for that long. I've seen all these faces on the channel earlier than I ever joined you guys. But ever since I joined, I've very much enjoyed it. Like being on watch-alongs, being on other shows. I think your shows are actually very creative sometimes. You have like very creative ideas for certain shows, like how to engage with like nerd culture. I know that's the old name of the channel, but it still fits in a way. And what I've also really enjoyed is making these graphics for you because I think it looks a lot better than it used to, in all honesty. And I think it also helps. It helps make it look good. So that's that's what I'm here for. But let's see. I think the funniest memory that I have is the first watch along that I ever joined, because I had not been on a watch along before, and I was thinking, oh, we're just gonna watch a movie, and we're gonna be able to watch a movie, and then like 30 minutes into it, I'm like, I'm not watching this movie at all. All I'm doing is talking to these guys who are just going on tangents left, right, and center, and to indicate how much of a tangent, how much tangent heavy we are. We were watching X-Men Days of Future Past, which is a great movie. And arguably the greatest scene in the movie is the Quicksilver scene, I would say. So the Quicksilver scene is coming up. And Brian, I know you're autistic. I am as well. So I know exactly how you feel. But the Quicksilver scene is coming up. And once you put a coin in Brian, he's like a jukebox. You gotta let the song play out. Because he starts to ramble his entire thing about, you're watching this watch along, and Austin and I are there like, Ryan, we are watching the Quicksilver scene. Shut up for a minute and let us watch the scene because we're enjoying it. That was funny to me. So yeah, but look, I honestly get it. I get why you do that sometimes. But sometimes maybe when we're doing a watch along and there is a very iconic scene, just take a moment and wait and then do it afterwards. But yeah, no, that was funny to me because especially like I think a week later we did Taken, and I had a completely different version of the movie because I would be behind and ahead at different points, and I was like, "What the hell is happening?"
You had some goofy Euro trash version of
European cut of the movie.
I don't know what it was, but yeah, you were at times you were ahead of us, at times you were behind, like 5 minutes, and we couldn't figure out where the hell you were in the movie.
Where I was.
Yeah.
That was the issue with it. Still had a good time though, because it's just fun, you know, when we're all just watching a movie and we're just doing whatever. It was fun, but yeah, I think I think like what I essentially saw in the channel when I joined a couple of months ago, I'm like, I see a lot of potential with this channel, and I think it can really grow. That's why I wanted to help you out with, you know, making a structure for the watch along schedule and making new thumbnails, because I think. All due respect to your old thumbnails, I just don't think they were as good. And that's why I wanted to help you out. And I think, especially if you look at Taken is at 12K views right now. That's awesome.
Which is insane. Yeah. 12,000 views on that video, ladies and gentlemen. That's a lot of numbers right there.
Really cool.
And I think we're only gonna do better from here on out. So I very much look forward to continuing on with this journey because it's been a lot of fun so far.
Yeah. Well, thank you. We appreciate you sharing that with us, and thank you for all your help behind the scenes and all that stuff. We really appreciate it. Cannot have done it without, especially in the last few months. Last several months we've been doing this. Oh my gosh! I mean, got so many views on some of our videos. It's ridiculous. Captain Ron has like 18,000 views. What is it? The Matrix has 1.5K views. I mean, my gosh, Taken has all those. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I'll get to one that I can't believe how many as it does. I'll tell.
We'll get to that soon. I promise. We'll get to that because I'm curious to hear someone else's thoughts on that. So we'll get to that. I promise. Yeah. But once again, thank you all for being here. 1,000 subscriber celebration. It's been a lot of fun so far. So I'm going to turn things over to, let's see here, Melanie. I am curious because Melanie is an awesome person inside and out. Melanie, you've been a part of our shows maybe once, if not twice. So I'm just curious, what were some of your favorite thoughts on that discussion we had? And also, have you had a chance to watch any of our other pieces of content that have made you smile or made you laugh or made you think, boy, Ryan is a really weird dude. Why am I still friends with this guy? Just curious, Melanie.
Well, I really think that my favorites were the meaning of fandom episodes because I know for a lot of people, and well, at least for myself, that these fandoms, the nerd culture, it goes beyond just, oh, that's a cool character. Those are special effects or whatever. It's you learn from other people's journeys. You have your escape from troubles of life. Maybe you learn things about yourself through fandoms. I know as a gamer, I learned from games. I learned from books that I read, and it becomes really meaningful. Like those places you go to through the media and the content become really, I don't know, just part of you. And So when I watch Meaning of Fandom and see like how these things are important to each individual and how it's like really deeply affected them, like I don't know, that just felt really cool to me. So those were definitely my favorite things.
Awesome, Sauce. Appreciate you sharing that with us, and we thank you so much for being here. And we hope to have you on more shows again in the future. Love to hear your thoughts on some other fandoms and some other subject matters. My gosh, incredibly so. With that being said, once again, thank you for sharing that with us. George the Animal Steel. Oh no, wait, that's the wrong guy. Hold on a second. Prime Fanatic. I'm sorry. George Bueller.
Bye.
Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't help it, man. It's WrestleMania weekend, and some of us have to make some wrestling references. And Austin, you know what I'm talking about. Wrestling. Prime Fanatic George Bueller. I'm just curious. You've been on these shows a couple times, not a whole lot, but a couple of times you've been in the studio with us, and it's been a lot of fun. Just out of curiosity, anything stand out to you as some of your favorite moments, or maybe some of our other pieces of content you've had a chance to discover when you're not selling millions of comics at Clobbering Comics during the week?
Well, I mean, of course, the one episode I absolutely loved was the first episode I was on when you were interviewing me. So, you know, that's a personal favorite there. I was definitely proud of you when you got Mark Wade. That was really cool. Yeah, so I mean, just being a comic nerd there, that one definitely means a lot to me. Of course, we had a lot of fun on the watch-alongs. You know, like Chris said, it's like we're barely paying attention to the movie because we start getting on tangents about other things. So that's always a fun time there. So, but yeah, it just, you know, it's been really fun to watch you celebrate all things nerd in your own style and everything. And so that's just, you know, because, man, you are just full of energy, man. That's kind of one thing we've always gelled about is that, you know, we can both kind of keep pace with each other with, you know, what we're referencing or, you know, fandoms or whatever else, or things, you know, I got to get you into. Like, I'm still planning on sitting you down and making you watch Cannibal Holocaust. Or maybe at least the Green Inferno. I might take it easy on you and do Green Inferno instead. But either way, we're going to be watching some gory stuff in some time in the future. And I'm going to completely mentally scar you for this, but you're going to love me for it.
Wow, boy, that sounds exciting.
I second that, but Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
We gotta get you to watch Game of Thrones, even if we get the like European, Middle Eastern censored version.
Yeah.
You must. Yeah. You must.
Must.
There's a lot of things. He has a list of homework.
Yeah, there's a list of like just like Case. Case has a list of 6 billion.
I have the same list. Yeah.
Yeah, Case and I are in the same boat, right? Case, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, it's insanity times 1,000. Yeah, Game of Thrones, Melanie. I'll tell you what. When I start watching Game of Thrones, I'm gonna text you, be like, "Hey, I'm on season 1, episode 5, and this is what I think of. This is what my mindset is so far." I'll text you.
By the way, by the time you get to the end of season 3 and you really want a certain character to die, you don't have to worry; it will happen soon.
Oh, is that the point? Okay, thank you for sharing that.
That's every episode.
That's every other episode. No, I'm kidding. We'll go into that later. I promise. By the way, some more people are here with us in the chat. I want to take a moment and say hello to those folks. Let's see. Brian Thomas Donahue says Ryan is one of the fastest thinking talkers I've ever worked with. He has such quick jokes and quotes. It's really phenomenal. Wow. High praise coming from you, good sir. My gosh. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it, man. Hope everything's well in your neck of the woods. Say hi to everyone at the Big Sci-Fi Podcast for me, will you? Malcolm. Hello, Malcolm, the leader of the Shia. He says the Meaning of Fandom episodes are a lot of fun. Thanks, Malcolm. We appreciate you, man. Say hi to Peter Jackson for us over there in the Shire for me, will you? Because he and Peter Jackson are like, you know, next door neighbors and stuff.
I hope that's true because that's really awesome.
Yeah, I think they live next door to each other. It comes in pints. I'm getting one. Anyway, I think they're having pints later tonight. Brandon Sirachi is here. He says, congratulations. Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate you, man. Hope everything's well in your neck of the woods. Philip Miller says, I actually discovered Ryan and the crew when he interviewed Kevin Gillis, the creator of the hit animated series known as The Raccoons. The Raccoons. Yeah, that's going back a few decades. And he also was an executive producer on the RoboCop TV series that was filmed in Canada. Yeah, that's right. Nice. RoboCop had a short-lived live-action television series.
Yeah, it's called Prime Directives. Yeah, it's not a great show, but it's interesting.
Well,
I've seen all the made-for-TV movies. There's like 4 of them. Those movies are not good. But,
they're not good.
Yeah,
some people. Philip goes on to say, I think we saw a RoboCop helmet and some of the Raccoons animation cells that Kevin was sharing with us during the course of that interview. Yes, he did. He did share those with us on camera. You can go back and watch that episode. It's on the And I Quote playlist. And then Malcolm says, I also know what you're talking about. I have a long list of things I need to watch too. Yeah, but Malcolm, here's my problem. Your list is insane because I feel like you've missed out on all the great movies and you watch all the bad ones. I don't know why.
Now you just watched movie 43 on repeat.
I mean, seriously, all he does is watch movie 43 with Hugh Jackman and company on repeat. It's
Listen,
ridiculous.
he watches it with me, okay? So you can blame me for that because I'm also a fan.
Oh, God damn it, Austin.
Oh, God. Okay, so
New
it's all
Zealand is very sheltered, Ryan. Let's remember.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, what's the matter you there, Malcolm? Come on, man. And then Jacob Barber's here. He says, congrats on 1,000. Thank you, Jacob Barber. Appreciate you, man. Hope everything's well in your neck of the woods, too. Goodness gracious, Malcolm. Complete your list, will you? Get through some of those great movies you've missed out on the last couple of decades. Granted, who am I to talk? Good Lord. With that being said, once again, for those of you wondering what the Bantha fodder is going on, we are celebrating 1,000 subscribers here on this channel known as And I Quote Channel. Don't forget to like and share this with everyone you know. If you want to be entered into our giveaways, simply drop a comment in the chat or the comment section here, if I do say so myself. And we're going to spin the wheel of destiny a little bit later on the show, and we're going to find out who's going to win some digital comics and some 11x17 posters that you, our subscribers or commenters, are going to be eligible to win. So just throwing that out there. And if you're watching this live on a replay, we thank you so much for being with us. With that being said, goodness gracious. Let's see here. David Mivamina, I'm just curious, man. You've visited the studio once or twice before. You've done so many great things in your respectable career, absolutely. But what has been some of your favorite moments about being either on this channel or maybe some of the other pieces of programming that you've had a chance to witness?
Oh, yeah, thank you. Well, first of all, I'll say this channel is really unique, I think, because there's a lot of different fans out there, and some fans are so extreme, one to the other side. There's fans that'll just consume and eat whatever any kind of industry gives, and they have no opinions except, I love it, it's great, I love it, it's great. And there's other sides where they're just so hateful, and they want to see them completely fail. And I think I really like this channel because you have real fans on there, and they really know what they're talking about, and it's from love. And I think that's what I like the most. This channel is for everyone. And for people who don't really know certain fandoms, this is a great place to start because it's given with a centrist view. It's like, look, it's great because of this, that, and the third. You might not like it because of this, that, and the third. And I think that's what makes this channel so great. And I remember I had a blast watching your episode about the perfect movie. What are the like most perfect movies ever made? And everyone had like a list of 5. And I remember I threw a list down, and a lot of your guests had those movies, and it was just like, yeah, these movies are just sort of perfect. I think we were talking about Casablanca was on there, Godfather Part 2, and Aliens, and Captain America: Winter Soldier. We had a lot of good picks on there, and everyone's
Tremors.
opinion. Tremors, yeah, Tremors. And you know what?
Tremors.
I actually watched that movie after, and then when I watched it, I said, "Damn, this
Of
is
course,
really
it's a perfect movie. I told you. I told all of you. It's a perfect film.
no from start to finish. It's a blast, man.
course it
Yeah,
is.
you're right.
Yeah.
So much fun. So yeah, that's why I love this stuff. You get people talking, and then other people are gonna say, "What the hell is Tremors?" And they're gonna say, "Is that Kevin Bacon?"
It's a perfect movie. That's what it is. God damn it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I've argued in the past that The Truman Show is a perfect movie. So
yes,
yeah, it's good.
That's a good one too. We end every episode of And I Quote with a Truman Show little outro there, if you know what I'm saying.
yes, you do.
It's a lot of fun. We use it all the time. It's fantastic, and we enjoy using certain clips of certain movies and certain properties, I should say, because there's a lot of different properties out there. So, David, thank you for sharing that with us. I'm glad that because of the conversations we've had with other people and some other discussions we've had in the past, you went ahead and watched Tremors again, which is great because Tremors is fantastic. It's fun. It's simple. It cuts right to the bone. There's no downtime. It just goes right into the plot with the character development. And by the way, if you're looking to get away from something, run for it. Run for it is when you do when a plan fails. Valentine, you have no idea how to put a plan. What? Why can't we outrun them? We outrun them yesterday. Anyway, I'm so sorry. Tremors is so good. And if you're looking to watch Tremors again, I just want to let everybody know, Tremors and the other Tremors movies are actually free with ads on YouTube right now. So you can go on there and watch it for free.
And Tremors 2 Aftershocks is now available on 4K from Arrow Video. I have it over there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Tremors 2 Aftershocks. Yeah. Aftershocks. Yeah. Where are the Aftershocks? Oh, they're over here in this oil field. And
they're in Mexico in an oil field.
Good Lord. So many good movies, man. By the way, Philip Miller agrees with everything that David Mamina just said. So that's great about the channel and everything else. So nice work there, David. Philip goes on to say, David, I actually decided to watch the movie Casablanca after watching that Perfect Movies episode. Well, good on you, Philip, because Casablanca is one of the all-time greats.
Yeah, good choice.
Well done, man. Well done. I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you.
Cool.
Dave Mattingly says, howdy, quoters. How y'all doing? We're doing good, Dave Mattingly. Good to see you.
Diamond Dave.
That's right. That's right. And Dave, don't worry. I'll make a note of this too. Ryan the Real Dealer Regan. I'm going to bring our next guest in here in just a moment. Ryan the Real Dealer Regan says, can I ball? Can I ball? Can I ball? He says, we need to force you through a horror movie marathon or something.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, put me through the ringer of a horror movie marathon. I'm sure that'll do wonders for my business. No, it won't. It'll make me feel worse. It'll make me feel creeped out.
Come on, let's do a double feature of Reanimator and From Beyond. Nice gooey horror movie.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that. Nice slimy, gooey 80s horror movies. It'll be great.
Yes, sir.
And not only that, and when we're done watching the movies, I want Melanie to analyze all this and be like, okay, here's how Ryan's health was before he watched the movies, and here's how it is now, afterwards. So it's like one of those
modern. That's what modern horror movies are missing is like gooiness and sliminess. You know that the 80s had. Yeah, there's not enough goo and slime in like current horror movies. And 80s horror movies were full of goo.
Ew,
and
man.
needs more goo.
It's just gross.
I don't know, man. Did you see Evil Dead Rise?
No, I didn't.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's an Evil Dead movie.
That movie.
No, it's an Evil Dead movie. I'm just saying, like, the 80s movies had the slime and the goo. Like, it needs more of that. Like, yeah, that's, Immaculate could have used that, Like, you need more goo. It's like, let's do something.
Jeez. So, what happened exactly? Are you okay? He's slimy. That's great. Actual physical contact. Anyway, Melanie, were you about to say something to this analysis here?
Oh no, I'm more of an atmospheric horror kind of person. So yeah, but more goo would be cool.
Yeah, see? I'm going to start the campaign for more goo in horror movies. That's what we're missing.
Yeah, and then send me the list of the movies I need to watch, and then George and I will me and George can do watch-alongs to them. Or something.
Yeah, I'll make a list of very gooey horror movies.
That'd be kind of funny if all three of us sat down here and did that.
Especially if the goo at some point gets in somebody's mouth. That's like the best kind of goo. That's what.
Well, we need to go Italian for that sort of thing.
Yeah, if you go real Italian, you get goo and you get eyeball stuff. So that's
man.
What you get a lot of.
You really want to put us in therapy, don't you? Anyway, enough about that. Let me take a moment.
Perfectly fine.
Well, let me acknowledge the people here on the chat because they've been commenting for the last few moments here. Ryan the Real Dealer Regan says, yes, you've pushed, you persevered, you changed when you needed and made this culture your own. Your time to shine today. Keep going, Rye Hard. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Ryan the Real Dealer Regan and myself were known as the Rye Hards in the movie trivia fan league days. That's what we were.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah, we were called the Rye Hards. I know.
It wasn't that long ago.
Well, it feels like forever ago, to be perfectly honest with you, but that's just me on the other side of the fence here. Dave Manley says...
For me, this was years ago.
Yeah. Dave Manley says, my favorite Tremors is the cowboy one. I believe you're referring to Tremors 4, The Legend Begins there, Dave?
No, that's my least favorite one. I disagree. It has Michael Gross playing a not badass bird, which I hate. So, no, I'm not a fan of that one.
Can I reply and say my favorite Tremors is Dune?
Dune.
Oh god!
At least the worms and tremors are real. Just saying, practical.
Well, it depends on which Dune you're talking about.
Yeah,
they were practical in the '84.
I'm talking about the good one, the new one.
The new ones, okay.
The new ones are really good, actually.
Good lord, so many things about these dang movies. Let's see. Dave Malley goes on to say S.S. Wilson, who directed Tremors movie, made a fantastic short called Recorded Live in 1975. Wow. I did not know that. Gee willikers. And then Austin, Return of the Living Dead had plenty of goo in it for you.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. I like that movie a lot. Yeah.
Diane asks, Ryan, have you done a watch along of the original Gremlins on your show? No, we haven't.
That would be this year.
But this year 40th anniversary.
Really stacked already.
Yeah, we're already loaded on stuff.
It's very difficult to find another slot.
But more importantly, next year is the 35th anniversary of Gremlins 2, the superior film, which is an amazing film. Gremlins 2, yeah, the new batch, which is a vastly superior film.
Oh, jeez.
Only because not because it exists, but because it's literally a director who just got to say, "Oh, that one first did so well. Here, take all the money and make a new one."
No, and he said, "Okay, you want me to make another one? Okay, in my contract, I get to do whatever I want," and he did whatever he wanted, and it's amazing. It's fantastic. It's the greatest.
Some of you
highly underrated.
Yeah. Definitely. Some of you people are so disturbing. Dave Mattingly goes on to say, Melanie, you might like the movie known as Frailty.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Frailty, Melanie? Does that ring a bell?
I'll definitely be looking it up.
Directed by Bill Paxton, the late great Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton's movie.
I'll tell you one thing about Frailty. Frailty is one of the movies that I had it on DVD. I would loan out to people as one of my loaners that I would say, look, you want a great horror movie or something, watch this movie. And I never got a single complaint from anybody who brought it back to me, so they didn't like it. It's great.
Yeah, it's a great slow burn. But yes, so good.
I want to write that one down. By the way, Aubrey has just walked into the studio. Hello, Aubrey.
Hello.
How are you doing, Aubrey? How you been?
Doing a lot. Doing a lot. You know, I thought Con was gonna make things slow down, but I'm agreed to 2 things with you, and I'm doing tomorrow morning live, and I was just at First Friday in the square downtown, so I'm like, just try to stay busy. You know, it's springtime, got a lot of energy.
Well, that's absolutely fair. Well, we thank you for being with us, Aubrey. Once again, this is a 1,000 subscribers celebration. We're talking about some of our favorite memories of the channel, the plans we have for the future, and revealing giveaway winners a little bit later on in this show during the live stream. So don't forget to like and share this with everyone you know. And if this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're watching this live or on the replay, we thank you for being with us. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, or want to recommend more movies for me to be tortured by, let me know in those comments. Let me know in the chat, because Lord knows George, Austin, and whoever else is in this gosh darn studio is going to be cooking up more things to make my life miserable. So it's fantastic. And Dave Malley goes on to say, Aubrey's here. My evening is now complete. So there you go.
All I'm saying is that next year is also the 35th anniversary of Troll 2, and we have to do that.
Yeah. We have to do that. Yes.
They're going to eat me. Oh my god!
It's so good.
So good.
So good that it's bad, or so bad it's good. It's
on my fridge right now. We have letters that you can mix around and make sentences, your own sentences like that. It literally says, "Is breakfast ready?"
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Nilbog, it's goblin spelled backwards.
Oh gosh almighty, you and your film quotes and recommendations.
Coffee? There's no coffee here in Nilbog. It's the devil's drink.
Once again, Melanie, there's so much horror going on in this studio. It's ridiculous.
There's so much shit in the world of movies.
There is so much weird stuff that's happened in the last X amount of decades. But listen, I want to turn things over to our next panelist here, because I want to hear what they have to say about this subject. And no, we're not talking about horror movies. Super Chris Jones, a gentleman who has done so much good for the world, and he's done so much good for his channel by putting together some of the best content in the world today. And yes, I'm saying that. And also, his 60-second YouTube shorts, I believe is what they're called, have been so good that they're great. And I keep finding myself going back and watching this one short that Chris has put out on his YouTube channel, which, by the way, Super Chris Jones, follow it on YouTube. It's called Roadhouse, Be Nice. It's basically Dalton given the 3 rules about how to run this bar. So, or if something goes wrong, this is how you handle trouble. And I love that short so much. I find myself watching it constantly during the day, and maybe even at night, Chris. I'm not going to lie. So, Super Chris Jones, I got to ask you $1 million question here, man. First of all, congratulations. Yeah, well, first of all, congratulations on all your success. And by the way, welcome to the Funko Pop Collectors Club. Yeah, we.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, it's awesome, man.
we appreciate all comers. Yeah, exactly. And my question for
Your
you
wallet's not going to thank you, but you know.
No, your wallet's not going to thank you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Your kids are going to wonder, like, Dad, why do you have all this stuff? And you're going to be like, well, I like it. Get with it, kids. But my question is, what have been some of your favorite memories about being either on this channel, or have you had a chance to check out some of our other pieces of content that you've enjoyed that have stood out to you?
Yeah, well, I feel like I'm still very new to the YouTube game. I've had a channel forever, but it was only to display the stuff I was working on personally and stuff, and I never really treated it as a channel until recently, and that's pretty much when I met during the time I met you and was on the show a couple of times. But I feel like I kind of agree already with what everybody's been saying, so I guess I'll speak more from kind of a movie production behind the scenes standpoint. Is that you, number one, you speak very well and you carry the show, every show, very, very well, man. And I'm gonna second on the movie quotes and comments. I mean, dude, I know a lot of movies really well, but I mean, as fast as you think and recite these lines, it's like I'll hear them, I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even think of that. It's neat to know that however that mind works, man. I mean, it's like it's on, the juice is on all the time. So that's freaking cool, man. And again, man, just the kind of just how passionate everybody is, and having different heroes and genres, and it's really, really cool, man. And again, I feel like it motivates and inspires people like me, where I mean, I've always wanted to share the clips and movies and things like that, but I don't know, I never really had that drive for that until recently. So and you guys have been doing it for a long time. So when I hear you speak about all these movies and stuff, it's inspiring, because that's what's always going on in my head. But I'm definitely not as fast as you are. So yeah, man, I just feel like you have a way about you, and you have a way of bringing people together. And I mean, that's right there, man. That's a success in itself. And the 100,000 the 1,000 subscribers is it's no, I had no doubt that you were going to get there fast. And it's well deserved, man. You deserve it.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. And thank you for sharing your thoughts with us, and congratulations on everything you're doing. You got a new film that you're currently shooting right now, which is great. You keep putting out shorts and all these different videos, and they're fantastic. Nothing but success. I like the look of your new set, by the way, with that table with the S shield in the middle, and you got your Funko Pop sitting there, dude.
Thank you, man. It's still a work in progress, man. Work in progress. I keep
Yeah, but you're embracing the blood of the nerdom, man. Like, you're embracing it. I'm just makes me so happy.
Well, that's the thing. I just it's like kind of like you guys go all out with everything, and I already do that, like with my work, my actual production work, and that's when it kind of clicked. I'm like, why am I not doing this like these guys? Why am I not showing off, or just going all out? So like, with the channel and the shorts and everything, I'm just, whatever scenes, again, it kind of comes to me the way it does you, just not as fast. And, I just post the clips and things like that. And, the Roadhouse thing, I love Roadhouse, and it took me forever to, I didn't watch Roadhouse till I was, a little older, but, that was awesome, and one that's been in you guys mentioned a little early mention of RoboCop. That's one of those perfect movies for me. And if you guys haven't seen it yet, I just saw that. I mean, it's not new, but it's that RoboDoc. It's like 5 hours, and it was incredible, dude. It's amazing. Like it's awesome, and they talk about everything. And what's neat is, you're talking about the goo and all that, and the CGI. It's amazing how much they did without I mean, basically there was no CGI back then. Yeah. And so even like the gun flares and things, all that was shot. I mean, it was. Like how in the scene when RoboCop, when he's walked that politician is holding everybody hostage and Robo punches him out the window. Mm-hmm. How there's a part where he sees like infrared. That wasn't even like infrared. They had them in these rubber suits, and they painted the bodies on them and then shot it in black, because they couldn't CGI that. So they faked the whole infrared thing. I mean, dude, they talk about every scene. It's like 5 hours. It's like 5 hours.
That's insane. I'm gonna have to sit down and watch that one of these days.
It's epic, dude. It's really cool.
For anyone who's a fan of the property, may want to look at that at some point or another. Well, we thank you for sharing that with us, Chris, and we thank you for being here. Welcome to the Funko Pop train, man. Just remember, your wallet is not going to like you after a little bit. So,
Oh, I know,
trust me.
man.
I mean, look at George's background. It's insane. I mean, it's ridiculous. Look at all those boxes. You see that?
I saw that, man.
Wait, Ryan, we're not going to compare ourselves to George, right?
No, we're not. No, of course.
Okay, thank you.
We're not
Thank you.
comparing.
That's
but understand.
unacceptable for most of the people here. No offense to anyone else here. When I heard
True.
George's history, there was no way I was ever. I mean,
No.
a tear to my eye. Don't do that, please.
No, I'm sorry.
You
I
can
wasn't
never
trying to make
compare
That's awesome.
our collection to George's.
No, I wasn't going to do that, but I am going to say to George, where did you get those wonderful toys? Anyway, George,
All
I
over.
did receive a message from one of our producers here, so I'm going to turn things over to you real quick. Any final thoughts, and where can the good people of the interwebs follow you on social media, George?
Basically, very much congratulations to you, man. You have earned it. You are the hardest working man on social media right now and on YouTube. So yeah, congratulations to you. I've got my own humble little abode, the Fanatic Forum, which is a great part of the Back of the Cereal Box Network on Facebook and YouTube. And if you want to see me in person, I am at Clobbering Comics 5 days a week. Or I'm also on Whatnot. I do auctions on there 5 days a week, twice a day, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and 4 times on Wednesdays. That's New Book Day. So
That's awesome.
yeah, but so I'm just happy to do the digital sales there. And the best thing about working at a comic shop is not owning a comic shop. So there you go. It's all the benefit, none of the stress of owning a business. So I just try to help contribute to the prosperity of it by selling a whole lot of books online.
Well, we thank you for being here, George. We wish you nothing but success moving forward. Congratulations on everything you've done up to this point. Congratulations on that massive, insane collection in your background of your studio.
That's just part. I mean,
Yeah,
my comics are part of my comics are over there. I've got more Funko Pops in there. There's more in the bedroom, and there's more comics down in the basement too.
Well, hey, more power to you. And Aubrey and I are just going to cower away in our corner here because we're not worthy of this. But anyway, no, I'm just kidding, Aubrey. We love you. George, thanks for being here. We wish you the best. Have a great night. Be safe out there. Do what you can. Make the world a better place, as you already are. And give our best to your loved ones and all the family out there in the great state of Kentucky. And by the way, I'm sorry that University of Kentucky, didn't make it too far in the tournament.
My sport of choice is wrestling. So
Okay, fine.
Yeah, so you wouldn't care for my wife's favorite team though, because she's a Duke fan. So yeah,
no,
and she's a Duke fan. She's a Duke fan. It goes back to the '90s, like the Christian Laettner years. The ones that all UK fans hate. So yeah, that's her jam. But she does like any of the local teams when any of her former students are playing for them. So currently she's currently a UK football fan because she's got about half a dozen of her formers on the team currently. So yeah.
Well, that's just dandy. Go Wildcats. But have yourself a great weekend. Be safe out there. And we're going to catch you here again real
Thanks,
soon.
brother.
I want to hear more of your thoughts on some certain things. And obviously, feel free to send me a list of gooey, slimy, weird, twisted films I should probably see before I croak.
Dude, we're gonna make you twisted, man. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, thanks. I look forward to the subjection of torture.
I'm ready to watch you squirm, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. We'll see you on the other side. Thanks, George. Have a good night,
Love
man.
you, brother. Thanks, guys. See y'all.
Be safe out there.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, goodness gracious. What a character. Oh, boy. Jeez. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, man. Anyway, we thank George for being here. We thank everyone else on this panel for being with us. We do greatly appreciate it. So just out of curiosity, though, I got to ask this question. Austin. You've been waiting a long time for this question, so I'm going to ask it to you anyway. Favorite memories from being on some of the discussions we've had on this channel, or some of your favorite moments of some of our other videos that you've had a chance to watch. Any thoughts on this matter?
All right, so 3 quick things. I'll make them quick. One was one of the original ones you had me on was the Power Ranger one. One of our Power Ranger celebrations. And one of my favorite moments was me trying to gaslight everybody on the panel into telling that Bulk and Skull were the true heroes and the Power Rangers were the assholes of the show, or were they true degenerates on the program? And that was fun. fun. It was about a 10-minute thing where I gave example after example of why that was the case. So that was good. You let me come on the meaning of fandom and have fun with, playing with my Godzilla toys, on screen, doing my Godzilla thing. And, it was too many to grab here, but, there's plenty of them. So doing that, I appreciate that. And let me indulge my Godzilla fandom. And then the third one was the fact that we did a watch along for Sudden Impact, the Clint Eastwood film, the Clint Eastwood Dirty Harry film. We talked about that movie for maybe 5% of the actual watch along, and yet that thing has like 5,000 views on YouTube. I have no idea how that happened. It was nothing but tangent. Me and you just tangent after tangent after tangent after tangent, just talking movies, and I have no idea. But I will say this, Ryan, if you look at the numbers, all the big numbers, you have me on. So you need to keep doing that because I bring in the ratings. So keep it up.
Gosh,
my tangents are money. That's what I'm trying to say.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. My tangents are worth your time and your effort and your watching. So keep doing that. So I can't be on the Crow one. I'm sorry. I can't help you with that this weekend because it's WrestleMania weekend. Sorry. Sorry. It's unfortunate timing, but but in the future, I'll try to be on as many as you'll have me on, sir.
Yeah. So who's going to be on the Crow one, Ryan?
We got Aubrey who's going to be joining us, and Tim, the Toolman Taylor, up there. He's going to be joining us too. So
yeah, I'll be doing the split between that and WrestleMania. So,
yeah, he's going to be watching two different screens at the same time.
Yeah, we do predictions and I take notes. So yeah, my attention has to be all in one place. I can't do both at the same time.
Yeah,
so,
Austin can't do it like Tim can. So
yeah, I have a podcast we do about wrestling, so I have to pay attention to it 100%. And I can't divert to other things.
That's completely fair, by the way, and we understand that too. It's okay. But yeah, Tim and Aubrey are going to be joining us for the Crow, which is on Saturday, April the 6th. 7 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be a lot of fun. 30th anniversary for Brandon Lee's The Crow. And by the way, rest in peace to the great Brandon Lee, who is ever immortalized in The Crow. So just saying. Good movie, too. Good stuff. And we appreciate both of them for being a part of that. When it comes to Tim, the Toolman Taylor. I mean, Tim Smith, sorry. And Aubrey being with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Once again, we're celebrating 1,000 subscribers. Huge milestone in the history of this channel. We thank you for being with us. Don't forget to like and share this with everyone you know. If you're watching this live on a replay, thank you for being here. If you're watching the live stream portion of this, your name has been entered on the Wheel of Destiny. We're going to spin that wheel a little bit later to find out who's going to win our fabulous prizes, Bob. And also, someone, let's see, Diane commented. She says, unfortunately, I am in a bad spot. I keep losing the signal, so I'm going to have to leave, but I enjoyed hearing you guys chat. Congratulations again, Ryan. Thank you, Diane. Appreciate you. And, hey, you're in the middle of nowhere in the North Carolina mountains. Okay, good luck with that. Make sure you have a map with you and a compass in case you get lost. Just saying. If you're in the mountains, beware of any mountain lions. Just throwing that out there. Do mountain lions live in North Carolina? Probably. I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't.
Not really.
Not really.
No.
No, it's fine. Things happen. Things won't. I mean, well, then again, what was it? Kim Bauer in 24, she had to battle a mountain lion at one point in season 2.
Just try to get the rear naked choke. That's the best strategy. Choke them out. That's your best strategy is to choke them out. Not so much, hand-to-hand combat. Just try to take the back, hook in the choke and then do your best.
Yeah, or you could beat him senseless like The Rock did to Cody Rhodes last week.
Or if they flail around too much, you do the rolling German suplex. That's what you try to do, and then break the neck. There's certain strategies you have to employ, but just avoid the claws. Yeah.
We're just messing around here, by the way. We don't believe in animal on animal violence. Just throwing that out there.
Unless that animal is doing violence against me, screw that.
No. I'm just saying that animals.
Self-defense is different.
Self-defense is a different strategy, but I'm just saying, in case anyone's wondering what we're doing.
No, I don't go into the woods looking to pick fights with mountain lions.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Okay, wait. We've got a tangent there, Ryan. Come on, you the king of tangents here. Like, okay.
We've had
so who's wrestled an animal before?
Well, wrestle is a loose term.
Wait a minute, Austin, have you? Or is that? Do you have
I've wrestled dogs and stuff. We wrestle. It's fun. Dogs will wrestle with you, if they're big enough, like they'll play around with you. That's what they do as puppies. But no, I've never gone into the woods and wrestled a bear. you know?
Yeah, don't
Like-
look for bears. Don't look for bears. Philip Miller says, I would be more afraid of the ticks. Lyme disease has been most unfair to my friends in the state of Connecticut.
Oh, Connecticut. Oh, all my northern friends out there. Hey.
Yeah,
I know I live in the South, but I'm a northern girl, so.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Connecticut. There it goes. So outside of that, let's see here. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Tim, I got to ask you, any thoughts on favorite memories of being a part of this channel or some of the things you've witnessed outside of the stuff you participated in?
I mean, I've always my favorite thing is always the watch-alongs, because we've known each other a while, Ryan. So we met with the whole trivia days and what have you. But I've always watched the watch-alongs, and Chase, I've enjoyed watching Ryan go on to tangents, because there'd be watch-alongs where we like 5-10 minutes here talk about the movie, and then it just spews out just the chaos of it. But I love it because it's just so random and real. You get to see the love of different things in Ryan's mind just spewing out. The Power Rangers not the watch along, Power Rangers discussion we did. It was me, Ryan, Austin, a few others. I do agree, Bulk and Skull, looking back on it now, they are the heroes of it. But you know, I'm still going to say the Power Rangers are still the heroes of it too, because it is the Power Rangers. But I mean, yeah, I've loved a lot of the interviews. I got to be in the audience for the David Fielding one, playing Zordon, of course, with my love of a certain fandom here. God, my wallet has cried. But being around for them, the Ron Wasserman, I wasn't able to watch it live, but I got to watch it on a replay. Just seeing your interviews with all these different people, from indie writers, creators, artists, everything. I've loved it. But I think for mine, I do love the watch-alongs, because some of them I haven't watched before, so I get a first-time viewing of them. There's not too many, unlike Ryan's list of a lot of homework he has to do with a lot of films, and especially TV from the world I'm at. But yeah, I've definitely loved them, Ryan, and I love coming on for them. Hopefully I'll keep coming on for them. Anytime you need somebody, you always reach out like, hey, can you fill this? Like, yeah, I'm free, sure. Or I can make it work with WrestleMania weekend. Why not? So, I mean, I always love that. And I mean, really, that's my favorite parts of it, is the watch-alongs, just those camaraderies we have, because we've been on many different shows before, and I always love just talking with you in the studio beforehand. We just go on so many different tangents beforehand, but we all have that different passion for everything that we always love. So it always gives us that camaraderie and feeling of talking before and after the shows, and especially during the shows with different subjects. But that's a few of my favorite memories, Ryan.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us, man. Do greatly appreciate it. And we thank you for being with us, and thanks for agreeing to join us during the very busy weekend known as WrestleMania weekend. So appreciate that. No question about it. Apparently, Austin felt it was a good time to take a commercial break without telling me. So thanks, Austin. Appreciate you, man. Let us know when you're ready to be back on camera. We'll get you back here in a minute. With that being said, Aubrey, good to see you. Thanks for being here. It's always good to have you here. You always got some really good insights onto certain things and properties and all that kind of jazz. What have been some of your favorite memories about being on this channel, or maybe some of our other pieces of content you've had a chance to enjoy?
I do like there's a numerous amount of guests I have not been able to catch up with, and the fact that you can repeat them, so that even if I miss an episode, I can come back and you've got somebody that's already been on, and catching them again. But I honestly, I don't know if there's any Mystery Science Theater geeks among us. Hopefully there is. Yeah, okay. I don't know if we're raising our hands, but I don't care. I am. And I love Mystery Science Theater. I also have adult ADHD. So I'm one of those that I talk during the show. If I like it, if I'm in a good mood and a good space where I know it's okay, then I will react. And I'm like, I'll argue with the people on the screen, or like, oh no, don't go there. Sometimes it'll just come out. If I'm really into the story, you know, if it's the same boring trope that you're just expecting, you know, over and over again. But so I like watching the watch-alongs because of that, because I'm the person who's also in there like, wait, isn't that the guy from the so-and-so? And if there's not somebody there, I don't care. I'm still going to say it out loud and Google it. So that's one of the other reasons I like watching watch-alongs, is because you give me tidbits of information from the story. And I like doing that kind of research and finding out, hey, this stuntman was also in this movie, you know, and the one who did the score in this movie is from this and this, you know, early on. So yeah, I have to say that was my favorite part about being on the Die Hard and throwing together the cosplay at the last second. I even wore tonight. I wore pants that were inspired by The Crow, because I'm like, you know, I'm gonna bring it, even though it was last minute. Plus, you know, if we don't have some commentary about Bruce Lee's son on there, I'm gonna be sad. So hopefully we're gonna have that happen. But yeah, I don't know. My favorite part would be the repeat guests that you have and the commentary added in there. It soothes my ADHD on the inside.
I gotcha. Well, we appreciate you sharing that with us, and we thank you for being here and all that good stuff. And I think was it Philip Miller? I don't know if this is true or not, but Philip Miller is speculating. This isn't confirmed, and this isn't a known fact. Audrey, I think Ryan is undiagnosed ADD. I don't think I have ADD, man. I just have autism, which means I'm special and I'm an X-Men. So get with it, brother. People with autism have special abilities beyond normal human beings. I'm just saying. I mean, you know, some of us on this stage are perfect examples of that. Just saying. We're X-Men. We rock this town. Anyway. I'm just kidding. Philip Miller says, I have never seen The Crow. Well, Philip, this is your opportunity. This is your opportunity. You need to find it on a streaming service or physical media. It is streaming for free on demand if you have access to FiOS. It is
Watch it with us.
And it's on Amazon as well.
If you've never seen it, watch it with us.
Yeah.
That way you can react with us.
Get
and be
on
like,
it.
oh my God.
Get on it. It's pretty good. It's a really good movie. I think Philip Miller, you're going to enjoy it. So join us tomorrow, which is Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern time on this channel. Don't forget to like and share this with everyone you know. If you're watching this video right now, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to be notified when those things go live. I'm just throwing that out there. But thank you for sharing that with us, Aubrey and Philip. Thank you for your comments. But no, I don't have ADD. I'm just special because I have autism and it's my superpower. So get with it, brother. Austin, I was handed a note here from one of our producers, so I'm going to ask you, any final thoughts, and where can the good people of the interwebs follow you on social media, Austin?
Oh, no, thank you for having me. Sorry, I have to bail. I got some Movie Hero Network, obligations I got to go take care of. But that's mainly where you can find me, is over on my own channel that I kind of co-host with my pal, Jordan Anderson. It's called the Movie Hero Network. We would love to earn your subscription over there. We got all kinds of great shows over there. We got tournament fights, tier ranker fights, podcasts about movies. We have the Lonely Marks Wrestling podcast. We have Seen and Heard Trivia, which Ryan's been a part of, a couple episodes here and there over the last year or so. We're doing a tournament right now. We've got an April Fool's episode, which essentially is going to be all bad movies for Seen and Heard. That's going to be fun. So all kinds of stuff going on over there, and I co-host most of it. So we would appreciate it. You can find me over there. Thank you for having me, Ryan. I always appreciate it, sir. Thank you for letting me be a part of the shenanigans here and indulging my tangents and whatnot on the watch-alongs. And no, I appreciate you always reaching out to me for those. I know it's not just because I'm available on Sunday afternoons. I know that's not the only reason, but it might be one of the reasons. But thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, we thank you for being with us, man. Congratulations on everything you and the crew are doing over there at Movie Hero Network. Make sure you subscribe to their channel. Check out some of their great content. And Austin, have a great weekend. Be safe out there. And maybe Cody will be able to finish the story. We'll find out.
Happy wrestling, everybody. Go watch some wrestling this weekend. Have some fun. If you've never watched wrestling, you're not into it, this weekend might be a good place to jump in. Wrestling is cool again, as the final boss, The Rock, has been saying. There's a lot of fun stuff going on. So jump in this weekend, watch a little bit. It's on Peacock. Come on. Get the Peacock and watch the WrestleMania. It's going to be a good time. So thank you guys very much. Thanks, Ryan. I'll see you soon. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Stay easy, man. Have a good night. Be safe out there. Such a nice man. Thank you, Austin. Appreciate it, man. WrestleMania, man. Can you believe how many things are going on this weekend? You got WrestleMania weekend. You got the NCAA Final Four of the NCAA March Madness tournaments going on, with the Final Four teams battling it out to find out who's going to go to the finals for the championship on Monday, April the 8th. I mean, my gosh, so much going on. It's ridiculous. But hey, something for everybody, right? And there's plenty of movies out in theaters right now that people are able to see. So you got Ghostbusters over here. You got Godzilla versus Godzilla teaming up with Kong like it's Galactus and Thanos going up against a bunch of monsters or something like that. I don't know.
And don't forget about the fact that, the best movie of all of them is still playing, Dune Part 2. Go see it.
Yes, Dune Part 2 is still in theater. Yes. I've heard good things about it. I just need to sit down and watch.
I need to see Dune 2.
Yeah, same here. Well, I need to watch Dune Part 1 and 2.
Yes, you do.
You haven't seen
Did you
one
watch
yet?
the David Lynch one at least?
No.
What?
I haven't
No,
seen any of
because
the Dunes.
that one is terrible.
I haven't seen any of the
I
Dunes.
know it's terrible, but it's good in a cheesy way if you like cheese.
I'm not a fan of cheese. Never have been.
I am.
Agree to disagree.
I like a lot of
I
cheese.
think the old school Dune is amazing for its time. It's space witches. Come on, man. Giant sandworms. For that
Whoa.
time was
Whoa, sandworms. You hate them, right? I hate them myself. They've been to Saturn. Have I been to Saturn? I'm sorry. That movie just...
It's crazy what you can do with your voice, man. I've said this 100 times. Your impressions are killer.
Well, maybe it's because I've seen Beetlejuice one too many times, and also there's some great quotes in that movie by itself anyway. So it's like
wait. Is it too many times? Can you watch Beetlejuice too many times? Nope, I don't agree. You can't.
I don't know. I know. Well, guess what? Beetlejuice 2 is coming out this year, right? So
And
that's a
then
big
next
deal.
year, there's supposed
Next-
to be something too.
Yeah, I believe so. Is it? Is it next year or is it this year? I thought it was this
year.
Oh, it is this year. Okay, yeah.
But somebody said something is coming out next year also.
What is next year? I don't know. Is something coming out next year that I'm not aware of? I don't know. There's probably a billion movies coming out next year I'm not aware of. I don't know. I'm lost. But what I'm not lost about is how great this channel is and how great the people on this panel have been since we started. Honestly, that's what I'm thinking of. And let's see here. What Philip Miller is in the building. He says, thanks for the invite. I know it is a cult classic. Referring to one of the movies we were discussing earlier. Happy wrestling. I'm not into it. Too much blood. Laugh out loud. There is not that much blood in wrestling nowadays. There really isn't.
No, it's not like the 80s or Attitude Era 90s. Now it's just used when it's needed.
It happens. Let's see. It's Aubrey. Say it once, say it twice, third time's a charm. Anyway, we're not going to go there. So here's some other things I'd like to share with the panel, if you don't mind, for just a minute. So outside of this being 1,000 subscribers celebration, some of the other moments that stood out to me are moments where the original crew and I, we all went to what were called at the time Nerd Venture. So basically, Caroline, our wonderful producer and El Capitan, known as Caroline, would take her camera and she would film us going to comic stores, going to Comic Cons. We would make vlogs out of it. Travis and Greg would help out with the videography, the editing, and all that stuff. Those were some really good times because when you see us at a Comic Con, that is our element. That's what we thrive on. That's where we live. Those are our people. So anytime you caught us at a Comic Con, whether it was Shore Leave or Awesome Con or some other conventions in between, those were some really good times. And those videos are still up. They're not going anywhere. All the original content we put out in the beginning is all still there. Go and watch those vlogs. They were so much fun. Caroline, Travis, Greg, whoever helped with the videography and the editing. Caroline especially did a magnificent job, and those were definitely some wild times. I think it was Ruth and I were the only two people in our crew who cosplayed at a convention. Everyone else was just wearing normal, everyday geek clothing. So I went as Indiana Jones one year, and then Ruth dressed up as Minnie Mouse.
Oh, nice.
But they're owned by the same studio, so what are you going to do? So we brought that out, and that was a lot of fun. Visit the Awesome Con vlogs. They were so much fun. We're hoping to do some more, or not do some more, but do another vlog at another convention where we all gather together as a little friendly reunion. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Or if not, if what is it? If some of us in this here in the U.S. or if Case wins $1 million and he wants to rack up some freaking flyer miles, fly over to the States and go with us to a big con like New York Comic Con. That might be a lot of fun. I don't know.
Well, I plan to come to the next Star Wars Celebration whenever it's there.
Whenever it's in the States, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That sounds like a good idea. We'll have to coordinate some schedules. Maybe Aubrey and everyone else can join us. I don't know. Be a lot of fun. Maybe we can all, some of us here, cosplay. That might be a lot of fun, right?
I definitely do cosplay.
Oh yes, any excuse to cosplay.
Yeah, Case, myself, Aubrey, we cosplay. Does Dave, Tim, Melanie, have you ever done any cosplaying in your lives or your careers?
Yeah, Jedi and video game character because I'm obsessed with Elden Ring. So like I
nice.
cosplayed as the character from Elden Ring.
Whoa. Oh my goodness. That's gonna get some people talking. That's interesting. Good stuff. Hey, going as a Jedi, I dig it. I have a Jedi outfit myself.
Wait, now is it an OC Jedi or a specific character?
No, well, it's not a specific character. It's just a regular Jedi, like standard, garb and stuff. It's not like Obi-Wan or anything like that. So it's a brown Jedi robe with a white tunic and the brown, like brown.
What about you, Melanie?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is not a particular character. However, I did use Mace Windu's lightsaber, but I wasn't cosplaying as Mace Windu, obviously.
Mace Windu. Some people think he's not dead, but
he might not be.
To be perfectly honest with you, he's flat dead.
Yeah,
that guy is
he's
dead. He is dead as a doornail, in my opinion. But some people still believe he's alive in Star Wars canon. I don't know why that is, but hey, do with it what you will. Philip Miller says, I'm in the state of California. I've only cosplayed as Dr. Smith from the hit series Lost in Space.
Oh my God, I love Lost in Space.
Is that
Danger,
the one where
Will Robinson, danger.
Exactly, danger, Will Robinson. Goodness gracious. Philip Miller says, oh, I do have an Obi-Wan robe from Disneyland. Okay. Get an Obi-Wan robe from Disneyland. Which again is in the state of California. Let's see. Melanie, Mace Windu was a badass Jedi.
Oh, if I can just take a moment because yesterday a trailer dropped for the new
Tales
Star
of the
Wars
Sith.
animated show, Tales of the Empire. That was initially that was going to be a follow-up to Tales of the Jedi from a couple of years ago, which I thought were pretty good episodes. And I was a little surprised to see Tales of the Empire because I was thinking, what if they do a Mace Windu type episode? They're not going to do that. But Tales of the Empire looks great, honestly. Thrawn is in there. Barriss Offee is in there. If you don't know Star Wars, you have no idea what I'm talking about, by the way. But it's going to be awesome.
It looks good from the
I'm very
trailer.
excited. Yes, it does.
From the trailer, it looks pretty. It was a 2-minute trailer, I believe. So that was good stuff. Feel free to watch it. It's on YouTube. You can find it anywhere. But Melanie, that's cool that you've dressed up as certain characters over a course of time. One of these days, we're going to have to go to a convention together and cosplay as a family. I think it'd be a lot of fun, don't you think, Melanie?
Yeah, that'd be epic.
that would be, wouldn't it? I think that'd be a blast, to be perfectly honest with you. But I was handed another note from one of our good friends, also known as producers. Dave, I got to ask you, man, any final thoughts on these proceedings? And if someone wants to know more about you and some of the great stuff that you're doing, such as writing the next great American novel and selling out arenas across the country with book tours, where can they follow you on social media, David?
Oh, thanks, Ryan. I had a great time, by the way. This was so much fun. This was pretty much what I expected. We were going to hang out and talk about the good times on this channel. So excellent job and congratulations again. Find my books at maminabooks.com. So that's my last name. It's a long Italian name. I can't do anything about that. But you could also find me. I'm going to be actually at CradleCon, at the Cradle of Aviation. So I'll be selling my books and my card games there. And I have a sequel to the book you have, Death or Valentis. The sequel's coming out. Death or Valentis, Macabre Masquerade. So it's a lot of shenanigans are going to happen at a very spooky masquerade ball. So it should be really exciting. But I want to thank you for having me on here. I always have a great time. And I love talking with so many talented and fun people. So thanks a lot, guys.
Well, we thank you for being with us, David, and congratulations on everything you're doing. And we wish you nothing but the best moving forward. You're more than welcome to come back here any place, anytime, anywhere. Just say the word. We'll bring you on if you want to do some of these watch-alongs that we're able to do on the weekends. I know sometimes the weekends are tough for you with events and other things you're doing. But, hey, everyone in the studio, including and yes, you certainly, David, you're more than welcome to come back, man. Hey, I know you're going to miss out on The Crow, but go back and watch the replay when we're through.
Oh, I love The Crow, and I'll definitely watch it through your eyes. Thanks, guys.
All right, have a good night, David. Be safe out there, man.
Thanks. Bye, everybody.
Yeah. Stay safe, brother. Love you. Such a good man is David Mimamina. We wish him nothing but the best moving forward with all the stuff he's doing. My gosh, the guy's got so much going on now. It's insane. With that being said, once again, this is a 1,000 subscribers celebration here on And I Quote channel. Don't forget to like and share this with everyone you know. And if you're watching this live on the replay, we thank you for being with us. We are going to be revealing the giveaway winners here in just a few moments. But before we get to that, I want to let you know about the let's see, some of the plans we have for the channel moving forward, but also some other stuff. Let's see here. And no, the answer is no, Case. I don't. Not at the current moment. So with yeah, I know it's crazy. But with that being said, sorry, behind the scenes shenanigans. Ignore that person who's behind the curtain. Anyway, some of the plans we have for the channel moving forward are the following. We do plan on doing a lot more movie watch-alongs, which Case and I have hammered out a schedule for 2020, the remainder of 2024. It's insane. It's bonkers. It doesn't make any sense to me of how we're going to do all this and get it done, but it's going to happen. And it's going to be...
I have the feeling we're probably not going to do all of the ones that we planned. We already decided to scrap Godzilla King of the Monsters.
And Lethal Weapon 2.
And Lethal Weapon 2.
Yeah. Scratch
but
that.
That's okay, you know, because in 5 years' time, we will still be here with 5,000 subscribers, hopefully.
Yes. That's very true.
It can do it all again.
That's very, very... excuse me. That's very... with that being said, so some of the other plans we have for this channel moving forward, other than the fact that we're doing movie watch along, we're going to be doing a few more episodes of The Meaning of Fandom. That's going to be a lot of fun. The Meaning of Fandom has been a great series, and we've gotten a really good response from that. And everybody here has enjoyed those replays, or they've been on the panels before. Definitely look forward to doing more of those in the future. We're also going to be continuing the Nerdy Cantina, talking about Star Wars when, let's see, well, a certain movie's turning 25 here in a couple of weeks, so that's going to happen. So that's going to be a part of Movie Watch Along, though. That's not going to be a part of the Nerdy Cantina. But when the Nerdy Cantina does come back, we're going to be talking about a little new series called The Acolyte. So The Acolyte's going to be a blast. That's going to be a blast to talk about. And maybe, just maybe, we may start a little sooner than that, maybe a week or two before The Acolyte drops, and we're going to talk about our thoughts on Star Wars Tales of the Empire. Excuse me, Tales of the Empire. Not Tales of the Sith, like I originally thought it was called. Sorry. But Tales of the Empire, we can talk about that. Case, I'm sure, is going to have more than one or two thoughts on that subject matter.
Look, I do reviews on this on my own channel. Yes, I have thoughts.
We got thoughts. We have thoughts. Anyway, sorry, I'm thinking of something else. But also, I want to let you know that we are in the process of developing a brand new podcast. It's going to be either on this channel or it's going to be on my co-host's channel. We are in the process of hammering out the details and the scheduling and how exactly it's going to, what the format is going to be, I should say. Here's a confession I'm going to make to the audience right here, right now. So within the last few weeks, I'm beginning to watch something known as college sports. More specifically, college basketball has caught my eye. And for some bizarre reason, the NC State Wolfpack, ooh yeah, and the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame, have caught my eye. So I decided that I would like to talk about my new hobby, which is college basketball. So when the Final Four and the championships are done, we may do an episode regarding that. And if not, we're going to do it when college basketball season kicks up again, whenever that is. And we're in the process of figuring out what the title is going to be, what the format's going to be. But basically, it's going to be hosted by myself and Dave Adams of Unrelated at Birth. Check them out on YouTube and Facebook. They're all located there. Check them out. Great people, great discussions. And Dave Adams has been on And I Quote channel before, and he's a big sports nut. He lives in the great state of Alabama, so clearly he's rooting for the Alabama Roll Tide, which is also known as Alabama Crimson Tide, more specifically, for those of us who are not familiar with the sports terms. So yeah, Ryan likes sports now. And for 36 years, I didn't give a darn about sports. And now all of a sudden, things are starting to click. So I have a new flavor, a new taste of the month, and we're going to see where it takes us. So stay tuned. More details are going to be released when they become available. Don't worry. We'll put it on our social media channels. I will post something on our social media channels. I'll post something on my personal page as well, so people can comment and call me crazy and say, why are you doing this? You're ruining your life and your career by doing this. Maybe I am. Maybe I am insane. Maybe I am crazy. Maybe I've lost all track of reality. But it's going to be...
We already knew that, Ryan.
Yeah, nobody knew that. Exactly. It's so weird. But it's going to be fun, and we'll see where that goes. So, that being said, let's see. Philip Miller says, Melanie, if the Emperor survived falling from the Death Star, Mace Windu can survive falling out of a skyscraper.
Schrodinger's Mace Windu.
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you just said.
Schrodinger's Mace Windu.
I caught it. It's okay. That was good. Oh.
I am so lost right now. I have no idea what just happened. But maybe I'll figure it out as time goes on. Maybe he's alive. Maybe he's not.
I'll explain science to you later, Ryan.
Science! I'm sorry, Melanie. I'm not as strong in the field of science as you are. Phil Miller says, Tim, I will try watching some wrestling this weekend. Wow.
There's a lot if you like the storytelling of it. That's how I got into it as a kid. There's a lot of different eras with the 80s, the 70s, the 90s, the lackluster 2000s, I guess you could say. But there's a lot to unpack with where to start with that.
Yeah, goodness gracious, there's so much to start. It's like watching Game of Thrones. It's a deep rabbit hole. Isn't it,
Ooh,
Melanie?
I'd say it's even bigger.
Isn't it, Melanie, Queen of Dragons? It
Yep.
is, isn't it? Just out of curiosity, wait, has the new season already dropped, or is that coming up, House of the Dragon?
House of the Dragon is going to come out later.
Oh, does that?
Yeah, isn't it in the summer?
Yeah.
Is it the summertime? Okay.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you, Melanie, for season 2? How excited are you?
8. Just because I gotta pay for a subscription to watch it.
Otherwise,
it'd be a 10.
I agree with that assessment, but that I have the subscription. I was not that big on season 1.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was good. Wasn't great. There were 2 other shows coming out at the exact same time that were better, which were Andor and Lord of the Rings: Rings of Power, in my opinion.
Oh.
See, I would say House of the Dragon was better than Rings of Power, honestly.
Some people have said that, by the way.
Yeah.
That House of Dragon was better than Rings of Power because a lot of people had too many high expectations for Rings of Power, and it turned out to not work out.
I liked it.
I guess. I don't know. I'm just speculating, but I'm just telling you what I heard. I'm not saying I have experience in either one of those fields.
Yeah.
Can we agree that Andor was better, please?
I can't agree with you on Andor. Maybe Aubrey can. I don't know, but I can't. Do you like Andor, Aubrey? The series, the Star Wars series Andor. Are you familiar with that one?
I haven't watched it yet. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so you're a little behind the 8 ball, just like I am. Okay. In different regards, by the way. Just saying, because I've seen Andor, Case. I've seen all of Andor. I've watched all of it. So
it's the best thing Star Wars has done in a very long time.
Are you serious? Okay, I'll watch it then.
some people have said that. They have.
That's the first time I've heard that. So.
They've died on that hill. They've put a lot of stance into that one. Let's see. Philip says, Ryan, you've seen one too many movies. I've never even seen Game of Thrones. Well, neither have I, Philip. I've never seen Game of Thrones.
Oh, well, I love Game of Thrones. So
I love Melanie's expression for that.
Melanie's like, am I the only person?
Like, how could you have not seen it yet?
I've watched it at least 23 times, something like that.
23 times. You've watched it 23 times.
Maybe 24. Yeah. I love it.
I think that's more than me.
Is it more? Is it more
I've,
than?
I've gone 10, but not that deep.
How many?
I've gone.
Is it 10?
plays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, that's just okay. I don't know how people do that, but good. Congrats. Some of us have better time management skills than others. Clearly, my time management skills are horrible compared to Melanie's. But hey, listen, I digress. But I will say this: this channel has got a lot of good things going for it. Like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of the same stuff. We are going to be starting a sports podcast, which may or may not be on this channel, so stay tuned for that. But outside of that, let's see here. Just well, let me throw this one out to the field. I'm just curious. And we'll start with Case on this one. Case, I know you're looking forward to movie watch along, but what else? Is there anything else you're looking forward to seeing from this channel? Either stuff we've done before, or maybe something you want to pitch to the field and say, hey, maybe Anti-Quote channel should consider doing one of these days. I don't know.
Well, I look forward to being on for Star Wars discussions because, of course, why not?
That's in your blood.
Yeah, because I do that on my own channel as well. So that could be interesting. Acolyte, Tales of the Empire discussions, because I'm right now in the middle of reviewing the Bad Batch season 3,
mm-hmm.
and that's a really good show so far. Like season 3 is so good, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But that aside, yeah, the thing is, you said sports, and I'm like, oh, I like sports, and then I remember, oh, right, you are American. There's a massive difference. There's such a massive difference in American sports and European sports. It's not even funny. And because I love football, but I love the actual football that we play around here. I love Formula One, not NASCAR or IndyCar, what you guys have over there. So yeah, that's just never going to work.
Never going to work.
So
and that's okay. That's okay. Fine. You have your flavors, we have ours.
I get it.
Which
but
is
honestly, I think what you're doing right now is really good. And I think that whatever you are going to do in the future is going to be good. At least it's going to look good because I'm going to help you with graphics. So that's it.
You know, who knows what's going to happen, but you're going to look good doing it, brother, because I'm going to make sure of it. So, yeah, we got the best backgrounds in the world, and Case is doing a tremendous job with everything that we've done thus far. So, Tim, anything you're looking forward to in this channel moving forward? Maybe something we should experiment with outside of the fact that Ryan has suddenly converted to college basketballism?
Maybe we'll get you into some good sports.
Hey, college basketball is a good sport, man.
I am kind of interested to see that because I know we've been talking lately, and that's the main thing you've been talking about, your passion for it. I always love the Meaning of Fandom podcast when you do different fandoms, bring passionate fans on for them, and you can see the likes, dislikes of certain aspects of those fandoms. Like with Case being a big Star Wars fan, I have certain points I've talked about of some things I don't like. We'd have a good probably back and forth with pros and cons, I think. Maybe real American football. No, I have to.
Football? What's football? No, I'm kidding.
I always do love the watch-alongs, and I'll admit something to you and to Aubrey that I was going to admit tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And probably have the same face reaction that Melanie had for the Game of Thrones questions.
Oh boy.
I've heard of the movie The Crow. I know Brandon Lee. I know his son. I practiced a little bit martial arts when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen The Crow fully.
Wow.
So this will be the first time actually sitting to actually see it.
This is
all
exciting.
The way through. And that's why I love these watch-alongs, because there's a few of them I've done where you've had me on and I haven't seen them before, like
and you
The Search for Bobby
reaction.
Fisher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, The Search for Bobby Fisher. I never even
I
heard of it, but I never saw it until we were watching it, and that turned out to be a great movie.
Yeah, that movie is so good.
If who haven't seen that, go watch that movie.
Tim, what is this concept of you actually watching the movie during the watch-alongs? I never get to do this.
Well, I actually did that on, I think it was on Take 3 when they were still doing it. With,
yeah.
What was that movie?
What was it called?
It was with Christian Bale, where he's like a magician twin.
The Prestige.
Oh, the Prestige.
Yes.
The Prestige.
That was a very
yeah.
good one.
That's a Chris Nolan one, I think.
It is.
Yes.
That's a Nolan film, Case. Yeah, I got it.
But
Yeah,
I do enjoy watching those, the Meaning of Fandom podcast.
Yeah.
Anytime you have me on, when me and you and let's say Austin go on a certain tangent of
the toys behind you.
yes.
Toys.
I don't think your friend on here earlier, I don't think I would ever have him beat. I'm not even going to try.
Yeah, George. Yeah.
No, George.
Yeah. George destroys us all.
George was
probably hook him up
collecting
with
before
some-
I was old enough to be trusted with money.
Oh,
I could
before you were
probably
old enough
hook
to be
him up with some original GI Joes that my uncle still had. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing how you go on this with the future. I know it's still going to be around. You're still going to grow the subscribers. You're going to grow the channel like you've been doing, and I can't wait to see that growing from you with this, Ryan. Of so many years back, seeing you as a nerdy little trivia kid, now doing this.
Well, I thank you for saying that, and thank you for your thoughts. Appreciate all that, Tim. And we look forward to your experience watching The Crow. Oh my gosh,
yeah.
Dude, The Crow is something else, man. It really is. It's just one of those films that stands out from the pack in a good way. So, and Aubrey, you can attest to this too. So it's going to be interesting to see what your thoughts and feelings are with the movie after, during the proceedings, and obviously after, when we ask you what your final thoughts and scale 1 to 10 and all that. And Aubrey, you're going to answer those questions too. Just like
Okay,
I'm probably going to have questions. Yeah,
So the only thing I have to say, Tim, is before you watch it, keep in mind the era it was.
Yeah,
it was
the
it came
decade
out,
it was filmed
because
in.
that really matters.
That's huge.
Like it really does in
The
terms
setting
of
of
the
it.
videography.
See, none of that really, like, on a first time watching
phases
doesn't
you.
really, like, I'm more the story. Like,
Okay,
if the story
well, it's a good
hooks me,
story.
I'm in. I don't care if there's
No, it's a good
goo
story.
or slime or what have you. The story is what always gets me.
It's a good story. It's a good, and Aubrey, you can attest to this too. It's a good story for sure. We'll find out tomorrow on Saturday at 7 p.m. But Melanie, our dear friend Melanie, the Queen of Dragons, and the Queen of the what's it called? The President and CEO of the Game of Thrones Obsessive Compulsive Fan Club. So Melanie, I'm just curious. I'm sorry, but you are the Queen of the Dragons in this house. So with that being said, what are you looking forward to participating in potentially within this channel, or is there something you think Anti-Quote Channel should experiment with somewhere down the line? Any thoughts on that, Melanie?
No, I think it's great. I can't wait to see more Meaning of Fandom. Like I said, it is my favorite thing. I love hearing from other people and how these things matter to them, what it means to them, how it's changed them, and all that. I always love hearing that stuff. So I look forward to more of that for sure.
Fabulous. And obviously, when I do my reactions to Game of Thrones, that's going to set the world on fire. That's going to set the internet ablaze. And then Melanie's going to be texting me every day, being like, okay, what season, what episode are we on now? How many episodes did you watch last night? How many episodes are you watching today? I'm like, well, I'm going to try to get to X, Y, and Z.
There's one I'd love to watch with you just to see your reaction.
Can you give me the title of the episode?
Oh, we know which one, right?
No, well,
Is it? Can you give me the title? Do you know the title?
I don't remember the title.
Is it the red? Is it the Red Wedding?
That's one of them.
I mean,
but I think
can't skip
Melanie
just
should be
straight
there
to
for
that
that.
one, though.
That's
can
what
you?
I was saying. Yeah.
Which one?
My personally is the outfall, or the
what's it called?
Aftermath of season 1, towards the end there, Melanie. Of a certain,
yeah.
one of my favorite characters.
Watching the would-be king of the north get killed.
Okay.
You had to ruin it.
I'm gonna have to watch that one in the background. No, I'll watch it in the foreground. I'll be paying attention.
He's not even going to remember that. Okay. But Melanie and Tim, do you have a pop? Do you have a pop of Game of Thrones?
Oh, Funko Pop, she means.
Oh, I've never got into those.
What about you, Melanie?
I used to have a bunch. I used to.
And then you had to sell them off.
I moved and I gifted them because I moved to a smaller place. I had all this stuff, and I knew a
No
lot of
one
people
will
were like,
ever pry my Brianna Tarth from my hands. Never.
Oh, I had
Brienne is mine. No one can take me. Take mine. She's mine. Never ripping them from my hands. Never, ever. She's mine.
This is the only one I have of Funko Pops, and I think I got this from you, Ryan, when I bought
Did
Yeah.
It's the Red Ranger. Yeah.
Yeah, signed by Steve Cardenas.
Okay,
Rocky.
so wait, what's our favorite pop?
Oh, say that. I'm sorry, Aubrey. You went into the Matrix there for a second. What did you say?
Yeah, you cut out for a moment.
Panel
Yes.
that's left.
Oh, I'm sorry, Aubrey. You cut out there for a few moments. Can you repeat that question?
what is everybody that's left on the panel right now? What is your favorite pop that you have right now? Like,
I only have
want to
one.
buy, but you
Yeah, I
have.
only have the one.
I only have this one.
What?
Harrison.
You only have
from-
one?
Yeah.
From Rebels.
Ah.
Rebels.
I'm a Lego collector, as you can see.
Yeah.
He likes his Lego bricks.
I like Legos.
He likes
I only
Legos.
have the one I got from Ryan, like I said, when I bought Power Rangers merch galore, which
I do want
Ryan,
the
I'm probably
Thrawn
going to
one.
send you in a return because I know you love the White Ranger so much.
Yeah.
I'm going to send
I
you
do.
this one.
Okay, if I have room for it in my house, because I just moved
Yeah.
back to Maryland, and Maryland has changed a lot since I've been away, with regards to certain things that have happened behind closed doors with my family and some things we've struggled with and gotten through. But I will say, to answer the question, because I do want to respect our guests who are here on this panel. So, Aubrey, the pop I have, I can't grab it right now because it's on the other side of the studio, and I want to focus on what we're doing here. And there are pictures of these on our social media, so you can find them on our Instagram and my Facebook and all that stuff. So it's all there. A couple weeks ago, I went to our nation's capital, DC, and I met Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum from the hit TV series Smallville, my #1 favorite show of all time. And I waited 18 years for that moment to come to pass. And when I saw Tom and Michael, obviously I had to get him to sign one of my prints that I had. I had an 11x17 poster from season 5 when I started watching the series. And then I had him sign my Funko Pops. Yes, that's right, Funko Pops. So Tom Welling signed his Clark Kent one of him tearing open his shirt and has the S shield on it, if you know where I'm going with this.
Mhm.
And he signed it Tom Welling in red, Clark Kent in blue. So got the Super Loop colors on that bad boy. And then on the Lex Luthor one, I had Michael Rosenbaum sign Michael Rosenbaum Lex Luthor in purple ink.
Oh, nice.
Because Michael wore a lot of purple button-down shirts on the show. That was part of his wardrobe, right? So, but I would say the #1 favorite of mine, it's probably Tom Welling because I waited so long for that moment. But at the same time, like I have other signed pops that I got in person rather than buying them off another person. I would say another favorite. I'm going to cheat and break the rules here. So another favorite of mine is Super Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 2, The Secret of the Ooze. I had Kevin Nash, the actual pro wrestler who was in the suit as Super Shredder in 1991's TMNT 2, The Secret of the Ooze. True story. He signed it K Nash, Super Shredder. And I'm like, yes! He signed it in green, oozy ink. It was beautiful. It was great. It was wonderful. It was smashing. Beautiful. It is on our social media, so you can go back and look at those photos. All the pops that I've gotten signed are on the Facebook feed or the Instagram page, whatever it is.
I
So-
have one, but I don't know if anyone's even going to know what it is.
Well, what is it?
It's Bastion. It's a video game character that I main from a game called Overwatch.
Oh,
okay,
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Look familiar.
Cool.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh,
That's my
cute.
favorite.
That's your favorite.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
cute.
where does she get those wonderful toys? Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. That's a line from a movie that we're going to be celebrating later on this summer, which turns the big 3-5, Tim Burton's masterpiece known as Batman '89. So that's one of the best movies of all time, and it deserves to be celebrated, and which we're going to be doing. Which, by the way, just to give everyone a fair warning, when we do the movie watch along for Batman '89, we're probably not going to be watching the movie. We're just going to be quoting it.
Aw.
Well, okay, we're gonna have a quote along sooner because we're gonna watch Phantom Menace at the end of this month. And
Oh,
I
that's right.
know- Yeah, I know that movie like the back
Do
of
you?
my hand. So
Oh, you do?
yes, I'm gonna
Okay.
quote that entire thing, and you're gonna be
Same.
cool with that.
No,
Wait
Kate
a minute,
only
Mel,
knows
hold on a
Star
second. I didn't know this
Trek. Of
about
course
you.
he
Melanie,
knows
you're a
Star
fan of Phantom Menace?
What? You did know that about when I was younger, I watched it on like as much energy as I put into watching Game of Thrones, I put into watching Phantom Menace literally over and over and over until I literally knew
Nice.
the whole dialogue for the
Jeez.
whole movie. Yeah. It was my favorite for the longest time, but that's not something you tell people.
No.
But
No,
yeah.
it's fine. It's okay
No,
because
because when you tell people that you like a prequel, they're like, "What are you?"
But
It's very
especially Phantom
judgmental.
Menace.
Yes.
Well,
And
here's
it's
the
like,
thing,
It's not that bad a movie.
it's
Yeah.
not. It's
Aren't.
not.
They're not.
It's
They're
not because I
really good
actually
movies.
prefer the Phantom Menace to the other two. So
Yeah, you're weird like that. I remember that.
yeah, Phantom Menace is my
Really?
#1 of the prequels, but that's just
Same.
me. I like Phantom
Like,
Menace. Okay,
Ask any other person, they will say Revenge of the Sith, but this guy is like, no, Phantom Menace.
No,
Phantom Menace is my favorite.
I-
Aubrey.
I go with
Yeah.
Attack of the Clones because I love the clone battles.
Okay. Then we should Star Wars.
You like Attack of the Clones?
No, that
Hey,
was
here's
not
a-
your answer to
Okay,
that.
here's a fun
Yes,
fact.
I love that movie.
Okay, you love the cringy dialogue in front of the fireplace?
Oh my gosh, it's so
I didn't
bad.
say I like that part of the movie.
Dude, the whole
No,
fake.
I
the
know
fake-
it's cringy.
Let me make this perfectly clear to you. The fake romance between Anakin and Padme is so bad in Episode 2. It's terrible.
It's really terrible.
It's garbage.
So bad throughout the whole.
Even Hayden Christensen,
Or
even though he can't say
sequels.
it now because he's under contract, he will say, "Yeah, Episode 2, I didn't know what I was doing. That dialogue was crappy." He can't say that now because he's under contract, but if he wasn't under contract with Lucasfilm, he would be bashing Episodes 2 and 3. At least parts of them, anyway.
He
Right,
probably
Case?
still would.
If he wasn't under contract,
Maybe.
I think he would say it if he wasn't under contract.
Look, what I'm just happy with is that Hayden got a shot of redemption.
Yes.
With, both
Ahsoka.
to a degree the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, but more so Ahsoka.
So, dude,
I was,
Ahsoka,
I
his
was
scenes
very
were great.
happy to see also the fans' reaction at Star Wars Celebration last year when he came out. The fans made him cry.
Yeah,
on
they
stage,
did.
and that was awesome.
They made him cry. They made a
Because-
grown man cry.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's not that Hayden Christensen is a terrible actor.
No, it was just bad writing.
He was just given bad writing and direction.
Yeah. Faster and more intense, Hayden. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
That's George's way of directing, but that's not how I would be directing. I'm just pointing that out.
Yeah, that's why it helps to have people say no.
No, let's do it this way and not the other way around. But yes, we are going to be celebrating the Phantom Menace, and Melanie's probably going to be watching it with very close eyes. For its 25th anniversary, Melanie, it's a true story. It turns 25 this year. And by the way, this is for those of you who are fans of Star Wars as a whole. They have officially announced that Star Wars, for the Phantom Menace's 25th anniversary, they are having 25th anniversary Funko Pops that are on pre-sale right now. So, Melanie, if you want to redeem yourself and get yourself some Phantom Menace Pops, there's about 6 or 7 of them that are available for pre-order right now. So, including Obi-Wan Kenobi, which, by the way, of the 6 or 7 that are available, Obi-Wan Kenobi is the best looking pop of the bunch.
Yes, we are encouraging geek addiction here live.
Yeah, sorry,
on
Melanie,
And I
but
Quote.
you may want to go online and check out some of the links that have been posted and maybe pre-order one of those. Just throwing
If
that
you're
out there.
suffering from geek addiction, I'm the president. I'm Tim. Welcome.
Yeah, it's all
you know,
Phantom
let's
Menace
Go around
pops
the
with
circle
Melanie.
and tell us about our addiction.
Yeah, because Melanie's about to buy herself some really good looking Funko Pops brought to you by Star
Hello,
Wars.
I am Case. Hi, Case. I have a geek addiction.
Yeah, I wonder what else.
He's our
what other-
treasury / vice president here.
Yeah, I wonder what other addictions we have. But the other addiction I hope that someone is having right now is watching this incredible, spontaneous, off the rails, off the wall, and convincing Melanie to collect more geek-related items. 1,000 subscribers celebration here on Antiquote channel. Don't forget to like and share this so everyone you know. If you haven't commented already, please do so. We're going to throw your name in the hat, put it on the Wheel of Destiny. We're going to spin that wheel here momentarily and find out who's going to win these fabulous prizes known as digital comics via PDF and 11x17 posters. So get cruising. That being said, I believe I've asked this question of almost everybody, but Aubrey, what do you? Is it Aubrey? Yeah, Aubrey. What are you looking forward to with Antiquote channel as far as some of the stuff we've already done, or do you think Antiquote channel should experiment with something else moving forward? What do you think, Aubrey?
I like the rate that you're going right now. Honestly, again, my favorite part is the watch-alongs. I feel like they're something that honestly I feel like every network that does YouTube should do, because we all have a different walk of life and preference, and having different people comment on them, it brings a new passion to for certain people. And I feel like that is one of the things that geek culture does. It renews life and energy, breathes oxygen back into old things that people may have they remember watching once or half watching. Maybe they just got a clip here or there, or they completely missed it. There are so many movies and shows that I've missed watching just from my lifetime alone, not to mention everything before and once I was caught up. I raised 3 kids, you know. So it was someone my age. I don't know what ages we are right now here on the
We're
panel,
all young
but
at heart. That's the bottom line.
well, yeah, like yes, you know, and so
It varies.
I'm one of those.
It does vary, but that's also the nice thing that doesn't
Different
matter
generations.
what age you are. You can all enjoy the same thing.
Yes, yes.
We
And
all
listening
enjoy
to the
Star
different
Wars for different
perspectives.
reasons, obviously.
Yeah, and listening to the different perspectives of different people, like you know, we have Johnny, who's the head of the network that you know, he's so much older, and his perspective on shows
Yeah.
is so much different from mine. And then
She got caught in the Matrix again, didn't she? Hey, just
you know,
like-
just
I hate
looking
it
at
when
it.
that happens.
yeah. What was the last thing you said, Aubrey? I'm sorry, you got caught up in the Matrix there for a moment.
It's okay. Just looking at it from wherever we were at that
Mhm.
came out, you know, whatever the it is.
Mhm.
And some of us saw it on TV when it was on reruns, or a clip walking through someone's living room that they were like, man, I remember seeing something about that. The first time I watched my all-time favorite movie, which is a cult classic because it's got a small ball.
Now you got me curious, and you got caught up in the Matrix again. Goodness gracious, suspense is going to be killing us.
I hope it lasts.
So
Honestly.
I got a passion just from seeing that tiny little clip walking
Mm.
through someone's living room, and that has forever since been my favorite movie. So sometimes just watching the watch along with us could spark someone to have a new favorite show or movie, and that I feel like is enough just to watch it.
And what was the name of this movie again?
The Fifth Element.
Oh, The Fifth Element,
Oh.
Multipass.
Yeah.
Yeah, Melanie, you've seen Fifth Element, right? Fifth Element.
Of course.
Multipass.
Of
Oh, Bandanas?
course.
Multipass. Okay, just making sure. Just throwing that out there. By the way, Jamie Hill is in the building. She says, hello, Ryan. Good to see you, Jamie. Hope everything's well in your neck of the woods. She says, I love nostalgia. That's a great flavor. It is. It's the best thing in the world. Nostalgia is the best feeling in the world. And we got plenty of great episodes of Movie Watch Along, The Meaning of Fandom, and some other things. Convention Chronicles. We're hoping to do more of those in the future, talk about our experiences at Comic-Cons, behind the scenes, all that kind of stuff, things we've learned, things we appreciate about Comic-Cons, things they could improve on, crowd control, overselling tickets.
I agree with the crowd control. My God, Celebration last year was not fun.
Yeah, they need better handle on crowd control. They need better handling on ticket sales on certain events and certain venues. Please be aware of that and don't go too crazy, because I feel like conventions are doing that too much these days. But that's just my 2 cents on that matter. Just throwing that out there. But hey, I think it's time. I think now is the appropriate time. We're going to spin the wheel of destiny and find out who's going to win some fabulous prizes. How about that? How about we do that? That sounds like fun, doesn't it? So let's see. Let's bring this wheel up here, ladies and gentlemen. The wheel of destiny. Let's pick it out here. So here's the wheel, right? I got all these names on here. So we got Diane, we got Brian, we got Philip, we got Malcolm, we got Brandon, Ryan, the real deal, or Regan, because there's more than, distinguish between myself and the other Ryan, okay? Just for argument's sake. And because we're not playing favorites here. Dave and Jamie, your name has been added to the list as well. So we're going to spin this wheel, right? We're going to find out who's going to win some digital comics and some 11x17 posters featuring some of your favorite characters. So let's give this wheel a whirl and see who's going to be the first winner of the first digital comic that you are going to be emailed. And we are going to ask you for your contact information. You can send me a DM if you know me personally on Facebook, or you can send us a DM on our Instagram page at And I Quote Channel. So there you go. That's where you can follow us. That's how you can do it. So let's see what we can do with this here. Ready to spin the wheel, folks? Yeah? Let's spin the wheel of destiny. Here we go. Who's going to win the first one? Who's going to win it? Up, 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 up. Diane, congratulations. You are our first winner. You're going to be getting a digital comic book. We're going to be... Hey, see, even the Academy is clapping for you. Look at that. Don't you just love the sound effects in the studio, ladies and gentlemen? I love sound effects. Having a soundboard is great. Diane, congratulations. We're going to send you a digital comic. It is a PDF, so you'll be able to read the comic book at your leisure. And I hope you enjoy reading that particular comic book. So there you go. So Diane is our first winner. And let's see, I'm going to remove her name so she doesn't win again, because we want to be fair. to everybody out there. We want to be fair to all the people who have participated in these festivities. So let's see. Should we give the wheel another spin? Let's see who else is going to win this thing. Let's see who else is going to get a free digital comic tonight. Okay, so Diane was our first winner. Let's see who the next one is. Ooh, is it? Oh, is the wheel going to give me? Oh, it's Dave. Dave Mattingly. You have won a digital comic. That is a PDF.
Yay,
So.
Dave.
Yay, Dave Mattingly. Way to go, buddy. You are our second winner. So let's see here. Where's my, hold on a second. I just forgot something. It's the most important thing. It's called a pad and paper. Hold on a second. I got to make a note of these things because otherwise I'm going to forget later on. Let's see. Where's my, I need a gosh darn pen. This is killing me. Case, you mind helping me out here a little bit? Oh, gosh.
Wait, what do I need to do?
Write down Diane and Dave's names for me. Just the people who...
Okay. Give me just a moment.
Yeah. Let's let him take a commercial break. I'm sorry to put you on the spot here, Case. I apologize.
I got him on Notepad here.
Okay, never mind. Got it. All right.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, he's got him on Notepad. Never mind.
Oh, there we go.
Tim's got it. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. That means Case can take a deep breath and relax. You can relax. It's okay. Goose Fraba. Sorry, that's another movie quote. Sorry. But anyway, let's see. Dave, you've won, so congratulations. I'm going to remove Dave's name from the running here because we want to be fair to everybody else who's participating. Aubrey, were you trying to say something a moment ago? You froze. Or are you laughing?
I was asking if Dave was there. I was trying to say hi.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if Dave is still here. Dave, are you still here? Let us know in the comments, by the way, because you won the secondary prize. Am I right? Yeah, Diane and Dave. All right, here we go. Next spin of the wheel. Here we go. Who is going to win prize number 3? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Oh, my gosh. Is it Peter Jackson's best friend? Is it Peter Jackson's best friend? Malcolm! Woo! Way to go, Peter Jackson's next door neighbor. You're the third winner of a digital comic book brought to you by our good friends at PDF.com. Just saying. All right. All right. That's awesome. Aren't we just having a blast with this? Look at this. Let's see. Jamie is smiling and laughing at us at the same exact time. I don't know what's funnier. Jamie Hill is also clapping. She's clapping. Applause. All that good stuff. Fantastic. So let's give this wheel another spin and see what happens, because anything is possible, ladies and gentlemen. Let's find out who's going to win prize. I believe it's number 4? Yeah.
4.
4. Thank you. All right. Who's going to win it? Anyone got any bets? Who wants to play some bets? What do you think? Who's going to win it? Ooh, it's Brandon. Brandon gets one of our digital comics. Congratulations, good sir. Congratulations, Brandon. He's a member of the Big Sci-Fi Podcast, so make sure you're following him at the Big Sci-Fi Podcast on Instagram and Facebook and all that jazz. Brandon, congratulations, man. Happy for you. So let's see. That was number 4, right, Tim?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Fantastic. Before I spin this wheel and we give away more fabulous prizes, Case, outside of the stuff that's going on with Bad Batch, what are you most excited for in the pop culture realm coming out in the next few weeks and months?
Oh, good question.
That is a good question.
Jeez. Probably Deadpool 3.
Ooh. Deadpool 3. Okay. We do know Hugh Jackman is coming back. That's been spoiled to no end. Yeah. And he's going to be in a yellow suit. So
yellow spandex, right?
Well, what would you prefer? Yellow spandex? Anyway, that happens sometimes. Good stuff. What about you, Melanie? Anything you're looking forward to in the next few weeks and months? I'm assuming it's, part 2 of House of Dragon, but I could be wrong.
You mean few months?
Yeah, a few weeks, few months. What are you looking forward to in the pop culture realm of things is what I'm asking.
Elden Ring DLC.
All right. Elden Ring DLC. Awesome. Sounds good. I hope you enjoy that, by the way. I really do hope you enjoy that when that arrives. What about you, Aubrey? What are you looking forward to in the next few weeks and months in the pop culture landscape of things?
Actually, I am more interested in the local conventions. We've got a Cherry Blossom Festival coming up here in Tennessee. I haven't been able to attend yet. We also have Akai Con Crashing in and saying hi to a few people.
All right. A few festivals here and there, a few festivities. That's good stuff. Christopher Ingle is here. He says, "Congrats on 1,000 subs. Here's to the next 1,000." Thank you, Christopher. Guess what? Since you're still here and the stream's still going, your name's been entered into the drawing for some fabulous prizes. So good thing you walked in when you did, because we were almost done spinning the wheel completely. But thanks for being a part of this. So let's see. With that being said, let me see. 1, 2. Let me see. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just trying to think. I'm trying to make sure of. I believe it was 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 of these. 1 from that person. 1 from that person. I believe it was 4. Yeah. So.
4.
All right. So this next one is going to be for 11x17 poster featuring pop culture characters. So these could be characters from maybe Star Wars, maybe Star Trek, maybe Marvel, maybe DC, somewhere in between. Not sure. We're going to be sending it to you. If you win one of these posters, please send us a DM on Instagram at And I Quote Channel of your address so we can ship it to you and all that jazz. In this case, since we've reached 1,000, I'm gonna make this, since we've done 4 prizes already, we're gonna make this a handful and just call it 5. We're just gonna call it at 5. So whoever wins this next prize, this is gonna be our last raffle. This is gonna be the last one, because a handful is a good number. 5 is good for when you reach 1,000 subscribers. You don't want to take yourself too seriously. You don't want to overwhelm yourself with too many prizes that you have to mail out to people. So, especially on the first time that you're doing this, okay? Full disclosure. You see what I'm saying here? So let's go with that, right, Case? Let's see what happens here. All right, we're going to spin the wheel of destiny. Let me see if I can share this with you all again, because I want to make sure everybody can see this. And we can take notes. Thank you. By the way, Tim, thank you for doing that.
No problem.
All right, here we go. Spin the wheel one more time. Who is going to win an 11x17 poster that we are going to ship to them? What is going to happen here? Spin the wheel. Here we go. Who's going to win it, ladies and gentlemen?
Jamie.
Who is it?
No.
Who is it? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, didn't I?
Yeah, you didn't take Brian off.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Never mind. I'm so sorry. Respin. Sorry, Brian.
Oh no, it's a
You've
big
won
out.
once. You've won once, Brian. Sorry.
Brian's like, I won twice. Oh no.
Oh no. Sorry, Brian. Gotta be sure.
We need to get a Steve Harvey molded in here somehow.
Yeah, exactly. No, we're not doing that. Please don't. No. I'm sorry, Brian. We can't allow people to win more than once. We want to be fair to everybody who has participated in this live stream. So sorry, that spin will not count. We have removed that person's name from the running. Now we're gonna spin the wheel one more time, the right way. We're gonna do this again. You know, in the words of Willy Wonka, strike that. Here we go. All right, spin the wheel one more time. Here we go. Take bets, Aubrey. Who's gonna get it? Oh, wait a minute.
I did
Is it gonna
say
stay? Is it gonna stay?
Aw.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be that one.
It was
Christopher. Congratulations, Christopher Engel. You have won an 11x17 poster. Please send us a DM on Instagram at And I Quote Channel of your mailing address so we can ship it to you within a reasonable time frame. So, and he says, woohoo! Yep, congratulations, Christopher Engel. Make sure you send us a DM on Instagram at Nerd Culture Channel. I'm going to remove that name, and then I'm going to stop sharing. There we go. Wow. That was fun. Was that fun for you? That was fun. Did you enjoy that, panelists? Did you enjoy that? That was fun. The Wheel of Destiny. The Wheel of Destiny. Good stuff. Once again, Tim, thank you for taking notes. Appreciate it. That means Case doesn't have to do as much work tonight. It's all good. He gets the night off.
I already did so much.
He did a plethora of things, and we appreciate you for doing that, by the way, Case, because you're the man, dude. With that being said, thank you for those of you who participated in this live stream. Thank you for those of you who participated in the Wheel of Destiny. Your prizes are going to be sent out to you as in a reasonable time frame as possible. For me, what I'm looking forward to moving forward with this channel is just continuing what we do best, and that is entertaining the individual who is watching or listening to us right now. We look forward to entertaining you with all our content, whether it's And I Quote on one side of the fence, movie watch-alongs, the Meaning of Fandom. The Nerdy Cantina is going to be coming back here at some point or another. That's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to be starting up what is known as a sports podcast. I know that must be shocking to hear coming from this dude who spent 36 years of his life not giving a gosh darn about sports.
But sports are fun.
I mean, the sport I'm watching is fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy college basketball. That's the sport I'm into. So, yeah, exactly. It happened. So we'll see how that goes. The plans are in development. We're going to announce more as it gets closer to when we're going to actually start debuting the show and when we have more information to present to you, our lovely audience. In closing, I just want to say thank you to everybody for being on this panel. Thank you to everybody who stopped by, said hello, participated in this conversation, participated in the chat. Chris Jones, who was here earlier, he had to step away a while back due to a family emergency. But Chris, hope everything's okay. Hope you're well. Thank you for being here earlier on. I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to give you the opportunity for you to share your final thoughts and to plug your social media. But I'm going to do you a solid and say follow Super Chris Jones on social media, on YouTube, on Instagram, all the social media networks, but specifically YouTube, Super Chris Jones. Follow this man. Check out his content. He's got some great things coming your way very soon, and he's done a great job for himself thus far, and we're proud of him. And we're thankful that he was here with us, this crazy, weird, twisted, dysfunctional, Game of Thrones, gooey, slimy, horror-infested, obsessed family. It's just been one heck of a wild ride. And this 1,000 subscribers celebration has been educational. So with that being said, Melanie, my good friend Melanie, and the Queen of the Dragons, the president and CEO of the Game of Thrones and House of the Dragons fan club extraordinaire. Melanie, if someone wants to know more about you, or if you decide to appear on one of our episodes again, where can they find you?
Nowhere.
Okay, that sounds about right. So just basically check out that episode of The Meaning of Fandom she participated on, and you'll be just fine. Isn't that right, Melanie?
Yeah.
We'll just leave it at that. Thank you, Melanie. Listen, it's an opportunity if you wanted to share it. I'm just saying, but we appreciate you being so honest and forthcoming. Is that okay to say? Am I allowed to say that? Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Melanie, you're a great person inside and out. We wish you nothing but success. You're an extraordinary individual who's going to make a huge impact on the society. And the great state of PA is all the better for it. So feel free to say hi to the fans out there at WrestleMania weekend for me. With that being, yes, thank you. It's always sunny in Philadelphia. Anyway, Aubrey, my dear friend Aubrey, the really good person who knows a thing or two about movies and pop culture because she's seen a thing or two. And she's going to be joining us for the Crow's 30th anniversary celebration watch-along on Saturday, April the 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Aubrey, if someone wants to know more about you and your obsession with the Crow and everything else, movie or TV or toys, whatever it is, where can they follow you on social media, Aubrey?
Right here at Miss Kindred Ivy on Instagram. That is where I live mostly. That is where we prefer to get connected. But I do have Dawning Even K on Facebook. I do face painting, dress up as a costume character for parties, and do photography also. So you can find me there also.
Fantastic. Aubrey, thank you so much for being here. Look forward to seeing you in the near future. And congratulations on everything you've done. And hey, the Crow turns 30. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. Tim, the Tool Man Taylor, my man, who's going to be helping us out with the Crow. And also, he's going to be experiencing the greatness that is the Crow for the very first time later this weekend. So, Tim, if someone wants to know more about you and some of the things you have coming up, where can they find you?
Most of the time, I always help out here whenever you need it for watch-alongs, different discussion boards. I've also done more with, in case you're a fan of movie trivia, over on YouTube. I started the Multiplex Entertainment Movie Trivia League. They have movie trivia, fandom trivia, debate discussion leagues, such as that. I also help Malcolm over at writing for Full Metal Media with their trivia right now, and of course with his random project which he does, which a whole bunch of people of different fandoms or topics get together, do trivia on that. Recently they did of 2023 random 2023 of the whole year of 2023. Fun episode, go check it out. That's mostly where you can find me. I used to do on here Team Smith reactions on YouTube. I did a few things on there. I haven't really messed around with it too much trying to get in the grooves back in that. So if I do anything more, it'll probably be down there on that little thing. But for the time being, I always help out Ryan here on, and I quote, with a bunch of different projects, whatever he needs help with, and throughout. But that's where you can find me.
Thank you, Tim. Appreciate you being here and being a part of this process. We look forward to seeing you here very soon. Hopefully, you'll enjoy The Crow tomorrow. I hope you do. We'll find out what happens, man. It's a heck of a movie.
I'm sure I will.
It's a heck of a movie. We'll see what happens. But thank you for being here, kind sir. Case, the man, the myth, the legend, the man who is responsible for all the great stuff you see behind you with the backgrounds, the thumbnails, the behind-the-scenes stuff, some of the great things that have happened here with us recently. Hashtags. Case, thank you so much. You are a gentleman and a scholar, and we appreciate you being here, and we are grateful for everything that you have contributed, everything you will continue to contribute to the growth of this channel and the programming and some of the scheduling and all that jazz, because, hey, you're better at spreadsheets than I am. So, Case, if someone wants to know more about you and some of the things that you have coming up on your neck of the woods, where can they find you?
I suppose I have to figure out a way to make graphics for your sports channel, and these are sports I know nothing about, so that's going to be fun for me. But anyway, with that said, you can follow me, the Dutch Star Wars Guy, on YouTube, where I weekly upload videos where I share my thoughts about Star Wars. Right now, The Bad Batch is coming out season 3, so I'm doing that every single week. But most importantly, I'm going to plug this one. And you say all the time, where does he get all this wonderful toys? Well, the Lego store on Lego.com is pretty good. This one right here, Rivendell, is going to be built between 3 people. Myself, Christopher Engel, who just won a prize, actually, and Nico Regoli. The 3 of us were going to build Rivendell in a long marathon stream on the 18th of May next month. And it's going to be insane because we're just going to be building and building and building until one of us finishes first. And what we win is bragging rights. We have nothing else, honestly. We don't have any incentive. We just want to see who's quickest with this set. It's going to be a fun time. So look out for that 18th of May on my channel, The Dutch Star Wars Guy. There it is. That's it. Thank you for having me. This was fun.
Well, thank you, kind sir, for being with us. We greatly appreciate you being here and everything you've contributed for us. And good luck with the Lego build of that Rivendell. Good God, that thing looks massive. It looks ridiculous and out of control. I don't know how anyone can stand that kind of stuff. I don't have the patience for building Lego sets that big. I mean, heck, if you asked me to build one of those Lego Star Wars helmets, I probably couldn't even do it. I would probably stop after the first 20 or so pieces. I don't know. Maybe one of these days, I don't know if they've made this or not. Maybe someone can comment on this in the private chat or in the live chat. If they make Game of Thrones Lego sets, maybe Melanie will build one for us. I don't know. I mean, Game of Thrones has some interesting looking set pieces. There's some interesting looking castles. There's dragons, for Pete's sake, on the show. So I don't know if Melanie's going to be up for that. That's who the heck knows what goes on in that world of Game of Thrones? I don't know. I've never seen the show. What the heck am I doing? But listen, my name is Ryan of And I Quote Channel. Outside of me not building stuff via Lego and not playing certain video games that I may have never heard of before or not familiar with, that's okay. I appreciate education and I appreciate learning about new things every day. Melanie taught me a few things on this celebration. Case taught me. Everybody on this panel taught me something that I didn't know before. So I appreciate every single one of them. It's absolutely insane. So my name is Ryan of And I Quote Channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram personally at RyanRPM5. Follow us on all forms of social media at And I Quote Channel. Thank you for helping us reach 1,000 subscribers. We're up to 1,032 now, I believe, was the last count, if I'm not mistaken. I might be right or wrong on that one. Don't quote me 100% on that. But listen, in all honesty, ever since we started we had some experimentation with this in 2018, 2019, and then we had to reboot the channel in 2020 due to forces beyond our control. But this has been a heck of a journey ever since we started this channel known as Neuroculture Channel. Now it's been transformed into And I Quote Channel, and I just want to take this opportunity to be perfectly honest with anyone who's watching or listening to this right now. Everyone who has helped us get to this point, you know who you are. Thank you to the original crew of Caroline, Ruth, Travis, Greg, Nick, everybody who's helped us, everybody who's been a part of this channel, everybody who contributed videos, did the videography, the editing, the production, the post-production, whatever it may have been. Thank you to each and every single one of you. I could not have gotten to this place without you. I could not have been as strong of a podcaster as I am now without your help, without your guidance, without your tips, your advice, your feedback, all that other stuff. I really, really appreciate you helping me get this channel to where it is now. And I look forward to entertaining millions and millions of people out there, if they should choose to check out this content, for many years to come, whether it's through And I Quote, whether it's through Movie Watch Along, The Meaning of Fandom, and everything else in between. We are going to be here for a very, very long time. I know it's me running this channel. I'm the one who puts up the links and gets things going. I'm the host and producer, but I am not alone in putting all this together, because there are people who help us out behind the scenes, specifically Case, among others, who help us get these shows off the ground and make them look as good as they can be, and to entertain you to the best of our ability. So I want to thank you again. I'm grateful to each and every single one of you who have been working with us in front of the camera, behind the camera, the subscribers, the fans, the people I've met at Comic-Cons, the people we've met through this channel, the people we've met through the shows. We've met so many different people from all over the globe who love fandom and nerdom and geekdom just as much as I do. And I could not be happier to be a part of this and to be amongst family and friends and all these connections we've made over the years. It's been great. I cannot wait to see where And I Quote channel goes moving forward. So I don't have a glass of a liquid form of courage in front of me right now, but here, when we're actors, we can pretend, right? We can pretend we have props. So cheers to 1,000. Our next goal is 5,000 subscribers. That is our next goal. I want to see us get there. I know we can do it. All you got to do is like and share this video with all of your closest friends. Tell them to subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell to be notified of our new videos go up or they go live. Once again, teamwork makes the dream work. And I thank each and every single one of you for making this channel the way it is today. So without any further ado, once again, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. And remember, life is better when supporting content creators from all over the world and embracing your fandom. Take a look.
Famous Faces and Funnies in Melbourne, Florida is leading the way in pop culture fun. From comic books and graphic novels to Funko Pops and collector's items, Famous Faces and Funnies has it all. Rick Shea and the professional team at Famous Faces and Funnies are friendly and knowledgeable. Whether you're looking for toys, props, collector treasures, or a new comic book, Famous Faces and Funnies is your one-stop shop. To find Famous Faces and Funnies on Facebook and Twitter, just type at FFF Comics.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah! Yes!